Everybody got their HPs.
Can't wait to flashbang the entire noise. What do you do? Everything. Killing. Banking. But mostly killing.
Business and banking.
Yeah, I laughed my ass off when I was like, "Hey, Mike, how much would it cost to get like a house or property?" And like, what? I'm like, business investment.
Well, Watch Together has been posted. People who want to join may. Man, that fire alarm is going off, huh?
Burning shit.
Yeah, I can hear it. It's like it starts going off in one of their rooms, and I hear it go onto their whole apartment, and I hear one of the rooms stop, and then the other room stops, and then like a minute later it starts again. So that's to me says cooking.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're all here. Is everybody? Flinks, are you ready? Good, because you're going. Babe, are you ready? Good, because you're going. Josh, are you ready?
Yeah.
Good, because you're going. Sam, are you ready? God damn it, Sam. Are you ready? Oh, this motherfucker. Sam, I trusted you. You son of a bitch. Gonna reduce the gold on his sheet for
Oh.
this. One of the gems in your hoard disappear.
No. Why is it not the tourmaline?
Yeah, check out my cool little Kyusu teapot. I love this guy. I ordered this motherfucker from Australia because they didn't have this available in the US. From what's the tea company? E2N. Makes me happy.
Do we want to do the roll?
Oh, you're back. You're back. Oh, hey, we were waiting on you.
Oh,
All right. Yes. Sam, if you're ready, everybody please roll me a d20.
Yeah. Steel sliding in there.
Hard 19. Let's see. Do we have a 1 or a 20 to contest that?
Who will be
We do
this
not.
number?
All high rolls from everybody, though. Lucelle,
rolls,
what
cool.
happened last time?
Let's see. We just got chased out of that crazy lead we'd followed from the manifest on the Maw. I forgot the name of the ship before. It was the Maw, but I don't really give a fuck, so whatever. But yeah, we followed the original manifest or the register or whatever it was that they wanted to make money off of, because we like money too, and went and discovered cash of some kind. And in the process of getting in, we found a necklace of adaptation, which we decided to give to our wizardly spellcaster because they don't have as many of the handy dandy escape tools that I have, because I know I can fly and all that fun shit. And then we went and started exploring, and it turned out to be a right proper dungeon, almost, you could say. It was pretty spooky. We had to fight a bunch of sea folk. Like, they weren't mermaids, but they was something else. And also there was were there opposing, were there elementals that were opposing us, opposing the creatures there, or just part of them? I forget.
You guys didn't see any elementals. There were like these larger. It was several different species of like fish, like
Okay, yeah, different species of fish
humanoids
people.
and
Okay, I was
beings,
confusing them. Okay,
monsters.
Yeah, so there are different species of fish that were in league with each other, fish races that were in league with each other. And it looks like they were planning something with the resources that were within this cavern system. And as we were working our way in, we started getting a bit noisier, and some demons were summoned, and we were fighting our way down and making some progress. We started harvesting some of these creepy, weird green gem things. Um, we found a suit of armor, medium-sized coral armor, which behaves pretty interestingly and lets you protect yourself even heavier if in a pinch. And it seems to have a theme with that necklace. We plushed on and we found a very dangerous part of the cavern system. It looks like they were doing some kind of ritual, and we were debating on whether or not to attack it and decided to speed feet. So we rushed out, and that's when all shit started to go to hell. And it looks like the ritual they were doing completed, and it started to flood. And we got out of there just in the nick of time, and we're able to get back to the mall with our boat, and we're getting chased by the fish guys, and they showed us what for just right, right proper, and really messed us up. I almost got bug zapped to death, and somebody else almost got killed, and but we survived, and now we made it back. We decided to make it to Mustaclose on the Ukrella Crescent, and now we're trying to patch up and stay the fuck away from the ocean because right now there's something weird going on. About right.
Sounds about right. It is late evening, dusk, as you finally come around the corner, and the clean, high walls of the river break away to reveal the high wall of the mine and the a medium-sized city that spreads out before you as you make your way sailing down this river.
Hey, I think once we start getting closer to civilization, I'm gonna like change my appearance to be like a kid or something. Blend in, make myself look a little bit more I don't know, innocent, less like a potential target.
So
Yeah.
like, you're our kid
Award.
pirate.
Award, you know. Or maybe somebody stole to sell to slavery. I don't know.
Like the classic film The Sea Beast.
What's that? Just kidding.
Creature in the
Anyway.
shape of the letter C.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a good tale. But yeah, no, I was thinking maybe something that's nondescript or doesn't stand out. So that way, if the fight does break out, if they're shooting at you, I can help better.
You
And she
guys,
does. Sorry, to a kid. Sorry. Makes her wings hide. Starts walking.
yeah, as you guys come around to the dock area, you can see several positions for that are open for ships to pull into and dock, and you can see a better view of the city as it rises up on this hill that it seems to be built on. As you are near the lowest part, you can see the several tiers rise up before you all the way to the upper city and mines at the north. And what strikes you immediately is that everything here is constructed of right angles. There are right angles everywhere in the building methods of this place. Those of you that have been to a City of the Galar stub before recognize this building style as very common. Incredibly sturdy, well-made buildings, many of them 2 or even 3 stories, even in regular homes, are very common in the city. And the farther north you go in the upper city, you even see a few 4 and 5 story buildings.
Would you be able to put us on the map of the town?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I've been describing all of this, and you guys are still on the world map.
Thank you.
I've been like slowly moving your guys' tokens down here. I assume you would all like to pull in and dock?
Yeah.
Zashi will be below deck, putting together uh their treasure, probably like dumping gems in a box and shit like that to try and sell them when we get into port.
Sure. Is there anything from your ship's hold that you're not taking?
Hmm.
Let me look at it.
Yeah, I feel like taking it with us. Probably the vehicle. For like I don't know. Yeah, like fishing tackle and rations and shit like that.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
anything
but
valuable we should probably take.
Okay. Then you'll have access to everything. I'll say, Zashi, with everything that you guys have, I mean, there's the gold and copper and silver that you've collected, which is just all in a bag, all mixed up together, not like totally counted. You have a box, which I'll say will contain all of the misc things, the metal whistle, the drafting compass, the maps, the pieces of black chalk, the worn straps, clockwork gears. There's like you have a box that is fully filled with the misc things. You have a box that is going to be completely filled with your 5 sets of scrap plate armor, and then you're going to have a box with your Serioite in it. So you have 3 boxes that vary in weight. The armor one is going to be the heaviest by far, but you have 3 boxes that you guys are going to need to transport. And so you're probably having Panaziver swing the crane around to begin lifting those above deck when you all
yeah,
pull into the Mustakloth's south dock. You pull into a berth. It is a very, very busy uh port for its size. Despite not being able to hold more than a dozen ships, you can see that many of the vessels, almost all of which are smaller than yours, seem to be rushing about, or have people rushing about to and fro, loading, unloading, or simply resupplying different oddities to vessels of all sizes. But again, you do seem to have one of the larger ships. There's only one ship that is larger than yours, a galleon with 4 masts, docked all the way to the south. And as you are all standing there, or all standing aboard your ship, you see a pair of heavily armored figures stride out from behind the building here. And they look like this.
How dang.
Ooh, Warforged.
Uh,
oh
as
I mean
you
that's alright.
as you say that, you actually watch as these figures who move in completely covered in what looks like arcane armor walk up. One of them staying back slightly, the other stepping onto the dock. You watch as his faceplate actually slides up and forward, revealing a human face underneath the uh, uh, robotic faceplate that covered his eyes and mouth. Um, Who's the captain of this ship? Inspection, Galler Military Police.
Look over my shoulder.
I
Captain!
don't know that I should be showing my face to the military police. I could, but it's a risk.
I, I, but you're our captain.
Alright, but if it goes
Lucille,
bad, it's
Lucille
on you.
telepathically talks to Zeke, and she's looking back at him. You want me to change my appearance to look like a Captain Human or something, and talk to him for you?
It's up to y'all.
I'll say Penziver walks down and kind of tucks herself over in this corner and like waves a hand, and then she flickers and changes
I forgot Panasifer.
into an older man,
Hey,
and
it's the
she holds
farmer.
up her hands.
Farmer with the warble
Did-
weapons that we never killed.
Wait, but Panasifer doesn't talk. So, are we gonna have? I can go up there, I guess.
She'll nod and point at you, and Cherie, from the side of the boat, you hear, "Well,
All right,
Give it
Zashi
a
starts
minute.
walking up the stairs.
okay,
Early morning. Haven't had the coffee.
all right." You walk over to the edge of the ship. I'll move you on the map since you're doing stuff. You walk over, and you see the officer standing below deck. You realize he looks fairly young. Uh, Sort of sandy, light brown hair, uh, cut very short. Underneath his helmet, he has a large hammer and what looks like a shield that folds up attached to his free hand. He says, "Name and name of the vessel."
My name is uh Alexandria. I don't know. It's the first name that came to my head.
I love it.
And I'm the captain. I'm not the captain, but I'm the one you should probably be talking to. Our captain is he fancies himself kind of a man of he doesn't like to take the captain role. I'm the one that is running our cargo, which is what you should be concerned with.
Alexandria. This one.
What I asked was the name of the ship, and I haven't gotten that.
You just said name. Okay, damn, it's the Maw.
He said your name and the name of the vessel. And you gave him a whole diatribe. Uh, is this your first time to this port?
Yes.
And do you have a purpose for visiting?
Just selling some cargo.
All right. Is there a manifest that I can see?
I guess that would be our treasury, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I hand him. I guess I was just going through it, so I'd probably just pull it out of my book it was stuck in,
Around
and
convenience.
I hand it over to him.
So, are you giving him the one that this ship had when you all stole it, which was projected to what it was projected to have after your the original goal of the ship, or did you just make like a list, a handwritten list just now of your ill-gotten goods?
Well, I mean, I imagined that I kept a pretty solid ledger of all of the things in the ship, so I guess that would that
You
I
made
don't-
one. You didn't keep the old.
yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay,
didn't
so
even-
you're gonna tell him we have cereoite, we have some uh the scrap plate, and a bunch of random miscellaneous objects, essentially. You're okay? Yeah. Okay. Why don't you make me a deception because you lied about who you are, but with advantage because Shuri helped you lie about why you guys are here, and we'll go from there. Alrighty. You see, looks it over for several minutes. Not a great deal of cargo for a ship that size.
We just got started, and most of it is our own things that we've decided to sell since we're going on this adventure becoming a cargo ship.
Leaning to the side, like, not mockingly, but, to sell it. She kind of put a lot of money into the ship without a lot of...
Hmm. He turns to the other armored figure who has not retracted their faceplate. You see that they have a clipboard that they're recording some things on. He passes the manifest over to them, and they start copying it down. All right, I need to come aboard to see that you have what you say you have.
Okay, yeah. So I guess I'll just lead him down into the cargo hold, and I'll show him the boxes that we've put together. They all contain exactly what we said they contained.
Okay. Yeah, he'll be you like lay down the well actually he's rather than like come up over here, he actually what he really does is he goes all the fuck way around and comes up on this side of the boat. Because that's where you would really board. Uh, and he sees the open grate with the stacked boxes you have, and the other boxes which you opened and left the tops off of, so that you could more easily organize. He sees that you guys are only unloading a small amount of stuff. He looks down into the cargo hold, and will make a perception check. Everything looks to be in order. Would you mind opening up one of these boxes for me?
I open up the one with nope. I open up the one with miscellaneous goods.
Okay. You do that. He looks into it cursorily, gives a nod, and says, "All right, well, let me welcome you to our fine city of Musaklos. We don't tolerate any criminal activity here. Uh, if you have any issues with halflings, stay out of the quarter. But they've been here as long as this city's been here. We don't truck with anybody that doesn't deal with them. If you're looking for lodging, I can recommend the Wet Duck Inn or the uh oh, that one, the name of the other one always escapes me. Uh the Lazy Socks Inn. Lazy Socks is a bit pricier, it's in the upper city, but the Wet Duck is outside the walls, so you'll need to provide ID when coming back in.
What? What's that? The little girl that Lucille has changed herself into ask personally. What qualifies as ID? I've never had ID before.
Roll me a deception. I'll give you advantage. Oh, you don't need it. Because I was gonna say advantage because of your form, and he says,
Well, I mean, hey,
"Well,
always got a chance
it's
to check.
a it's a little piece of paper that tells me that you're not gonna get into any trouble. You gonna promise me that you can keep an eye on these folks for me, little one?"
She runs up and she does he have like what kind of clothes does he have on the armor? Is it like tunic and like a little tabard?
No, it's heavy. It's very heavy magical plate mail that has an interlocking chainmail weave underneath. There is
Okay.
no skin except his face visible.
Okay. Well, she like kind of happily skips over to him and she like puts her hands on his armor. She's like, yeah, I'll watch after him for you. I'll make sure there's nothing dubious. They're really nice folk. And she giggles.
All right. If you need a map of the city, you can pick one up at any of the stands on the docks. If you require anywhere to store your goods, check out the warehouse. They'll take care of you. Stay out of trouble, and I hope I don't have to come see y'all again. Pleasant evening.
Thank you.
And he starts making his way off the ship.
Bye bye.
Zeke, you were standing up on deck the whole time. He barely spared you a glance.
All right. Well, that's good news so far. I reckon we have one of us go around, maybe a couple of us go around, see if we can find someone to trade with. And then after that, we can have a look for somewhere to stay. I'm thinking we all deserve a little bit of luxury after our tribulations.
Yeah.
Agreed. I'm thinking perhaps we would have the best luck selling the plate mail right now. It is also the heaviest thing, however.
I'm sure we can carry it all between me and the rest of you. I mean, you know, so long as we ain't fighting or nothing, shouldn't be too difficult.
Um, it sounds like halflings are really good, are really well regarded out here. I'm gonna do some real quick, and she goes and hops below deck, and comes back up as a young halfling woman with a very plain dress, and her hair is now gone from the childish like blonde hair to big mass of curly brown hair with halfling, the stereotypical halfling brown pointy ear, the very dull pointy ears, and wide brown eyes. There, this might help disarm folks a little bit since you have a halfling in the group.
Right. Shit. Sorry, I wasn't able to ask because I was gauging their reaction. But it would have been nice to ask him who would have been good to sell this stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure we can harass the city.
You know what? I'm gonna go ask this fella down here. And I'll
Yeah.
sort of hop off the boat and step over. Excuse me, sir.
Fuck you want?
Well, we're willing to give you a couple coins if you could tell us best place to go be selling goods that we got.
He'll hold out his hand.
I'll sort of rummage through my pockets.
And then before you do, Lucelle's gonna pause and say, "Before we do that, could you at least give us a hint before you go do and do it? It's just a fair exchange of goods, sir."
I mean, he knows I'll dunk him if he doesn't.
Okay, fair enough. She
You,
drops
you
it
know
back.
that.
Fucking
You know that,
working.
right?
Fuck you won't. I keep your water money then. And he walks off. Dump me. Fuck you.
I'm sorry, boss. I was trying to help.
I don't think you were being very cooperative anyways.
You again look and see the stand that seems to have several like little floor posters that point different directions that says maps of the city. Get them here.
I'll go and get that.
Yeah.
Is that this?
Yeah.
Alright,
Let's get a map of the city.
alright.
I mean, we could also still ask around when we meet some of the more markety folks, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys go over and grab the map, and I'll take you back to the city map, which does have annotations down here in the far corner. Some of the notable people of the city have their houses marked, the families that have been here for some time, as well as where the marketplace in general, different stores are. You would now know the direction to either the Lazy Socks Inn or the Wet Duck Inn, as well as where the market is, where the street vendors are, and where perhaps the blacksmith is, where you might be able to sell that armor.
Alright.
I can't remember.
thinking-
Did that?
I'm thinking market first and hit on past the blacksmith.
It is very late. It is the sun has passed set. Just to remind you guys.
Oh shit. Alright.
Maybe we should rest up for the night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
let's
that.
go find a. Did he? I can't remember. Did the guy mention which one was like a nicer one, or
He
are
did.
they both?
Lazy Socks was the fancy one.
Yes.
Got it.
The wet,
Do we?
the wet duck is the one that's outside of the walls and requires us to have ID when we come back in.
I'm a little disinclined to leave our ship just hanging about, but
You you hear frantic waving. There's a whooshing of air from frantic waving. You all four of you turn back and look
Yeah.
at the deck of the ship. Pandaziver is still there. She has the door to the captain's cabin open and is giving a questioning double thumbs up.
Yeah, I mean, if you feel like to go keep watching the ship,
She
Yeah,
gives a very comical salute.
Yeah, Lucille telepathically tells her, yeah, if you can watch the ship, we'll be back shortly. We'll make sure to bring you some good food, okay?
She nods emphatically.
She's cool with it.
hey, sounds like a good time. Alrighty. Well, enjoy your stay, Pan. And we can go be having a look at how the offload some of this.
Um,
Suppose we should have a look. Get to see the people.
now, question: do we have any money?
Yes, you have all the money from the treasure hold. You
Right.
have, which I'd probably take this moment to total that up, and then you can let everybody know how much gold you guys as a group have. I don't know if anybody still has any money left from
Lucille
starting gold.
Lucille has like 4 gold pieces because
I
she
have-
spent most of it helping everybody else out.
We didn't have starting gold. It got stolen by the gods.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
I can add it up and split it up real quick.
That'd be handy dandy.
Be wise. I'm sure everyone would like to get a drink that wasn't whatever was it.
I mean, I ate fine because I was a prisoner. She kind of chuckles to herself. But something fresh is always nice.
Good for you, bitch! Damn.
I'm sorry. I have to. It's the truth.
I mean,
If I
you
could,
didn't
if
be
if
quite
you'd
as
known,
patronizing as that.
if you'd known about me, I would have helped you out. But I was only supposed to be observing the fitna, and I wasn't allowed to help him out either. So it's all right.
Fitna punch you in your face.
Got him.
Okay. I mean, I try to help you now a lot. So
I'm
hope
kidding.
that's made up.
I'm just giving you shit.
She grins wickedly
It just
and winks at Shuri.
don't be waving shit in front of folks that they can't be having. That's a good way to get lunch.
Generally.
Yes, Cap. Sorry, that's a bad habit that my clan instilled in me because they're a bunch of assholes.
I cannot believe your clan is still alive.
It's complicated, honey. It's complicated.
Right. Anyways, I think we go socks.
I'd agree with that. Something simple. We might need to consider ID as well down the road.
The socks doesn't appear to be on. Is it? Oh no, it is. I'm just fucking blind.
All the way up here. Yeah.
Okay.
Way
The
up
upper city.
Where the air is crisp.
Let's go on up that way. How's our accounting looking?
It is in the process. Yeah. As you guys are beginning to walk, and Sashi's mumbling and counting through a largish bag, just like a pillowcase full of money. How are you guys going to trying to make your way through the city? Seems like Zeke, you hop down, talk to this dude, and have set out. Are you trying to do anything but get there quickly? I guess.
I'm sort of looking around, like I'm observing the city.
Sure.
But I mean, I'm not taking any particular precautions, other than like if I see a guard, I'm just gonna, be careful not to, be within like a couple of feet of them.
Yeah. steering a little bit clear of people.
Yeah, like I don't want to attract attention from any guards, or at least any more than I normally would as a big boy.
Yeah,
Um,
doing your best to look inconspicuous, at least.
yeah,
Okay.
but otherwise, just normal. I don't know if anyone else is doing anything.
Oh yeah, no. Lucelle is using she's using two things. One, because she's now a nondescript halfling, she's possibly able to blend into the town a bit more. But also, let's see here, yeah, using this feature, she will inquire about how to acquire legitimate identification as we're getting further north. Not like right off the bat. Just she's gonna try to start keep an eye out for places where we could acquire that kind of that documentation. And also, she's using her speak with animals ability to just listen to any animals.
How many
that are
things
around
are you
her.
doing at one time? Like, what are you talking? You're walking over and talking to birds, and then turning around and
she's
going
not
to
talking,
people
she's
and
she's
jabbering
listening.
at them.
She's listening. She's listening to everything, and she's looking for things. She's just watching everything.
Okay, because this
observe.
ability is like, I need to get past somebody at the front desk. I
Okay,
can
yeah,
fast talk through them.
Oh no. Okay. So what I mean is, if she were to find something, she would probably use this ability to get that stuff. But she's not going to use that one. But
Okay.
what I meant is, if she's basically looking for a place where she could use that ability if we find some place to get that documentation, she would use that ability. Right now, she's using her observational ability to listen to animals and look at people watching and not watching. And that's
Okay.
it for her.
Okay.
And blending in because she's Afro.
Okay. All right. Shuri, Zashi. Oh, Zashi's counting money. Shuri.
No, I did it.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'm
check.
pocketing the 2 SP and 1 CP extra. And
Treasure
nobody
extra.
knows.
I'm fine with that. Treasurer's reward.
Yeah.
Bookkeeping.
Yeah. Cook's extra. That's cool. Cook's gut.
I think it would be wise if we at least got IDs with some fake names, but I'd like to go see what that entails.
Yeah.
That'd be helpful, but do try to leave the Eden folk until we're ready to leave.
Why don't?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll be sure to keep things peaceful. For now.
Good.
I'll back you up, Miss Sherry.
All right. Let's go find some accommodation.
Zeke and Lucelle, give me a perception check, each of you, as you're walking through this city. Feel free to move yourselves on this map, guys.
Oh yeah. And up the road.
By trying to look at too much stuff, she is not able to catch things.
Yeah, you have gone from keeping an eye on one person and living in a very small trade post to keeping an eye on a party, and now an eye on almost 1,000 people in the city
Everything.
here. Yeah. There are quite a few animals and insects that are chattering amongst themselves about finding food or a mate or a place to sleep for the night or waking up to do one of those things. And it is just quite a bit. Zeke, you are seeing the classic reaction. Despite trying to stay out of the way, stay away from people, you do see that it's not you that mostly has to shy away. It is people moving away from you. There are more than a few people that glance at you, clutch something tighter, and step over onto the grass rather than walk on the road past you.
I probably give back like a smile that I tend to be disarming, but is probably more intimidating.
It's too toothy, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys pass through the merchant district, which has a large fountain. You can see that most of the shops are closed or closing. There are a few that are still open. mostly that seem to pertain to more nightly activities, but some that also seem to just be selling uh, uh, goods later into the night. There's more than one stand that is lit up with minor magical enhancements on the wood or stone of the stall, depending on how long it's been there. Uh, and there are several food stands as well. As you look farther down to the south, there's a large courtyard that is filled with street vendors,
I'm
more
gonna
of which are
say
open. Yeah.
Zeke probably goes and is caught by the smells and sights and is just sort of takes a moment to look over the various things that are available. Is there any like nice whiskey or something like that?
Yeah, you do see a place that's selling what looks like liquor. It's more like a bar than
Yeah,
a merchant stand, but you can see
yeah.
bottles of liquor, a large bucket that seems to have these strange cube like this strange cube piece of artifice above it that seems to be dropping ice into the bucket, and piles of cups.
That is a neat trick. Hello, friend. And I'll sort of lean on the bar. It's probably like a little low for me.
Uh, it is actually fairly high, even like
Oh,
taller than Cherie or
no, it's
Zashi would
high
find
for me.
comfortable. There's a older halfling woman who's standing there. She says, "Oh, well, hello there, dear. Uh,
Hey there,
uh,
man.
is your first time coming to coming to peruse the finest liquors that you'll find in Moose Close?"
I believe it is, and
Hmm.
I'm looking for something to take home with me. Just something nice. I just came into a little bit of money recently, and I've been I've been living low for a bit. I'm looking something to some spirits to lift my spirits, if you will.
Well, this is an open glass stand. I can sell it to you by the cup, and if you lack the cup, then you have a chance to buy the bottle. But you do have to buy at least one cup before I can sell it to you. That's the business model. But you
All
get a
right.
whole experience when you do. And she gestures, and there are handholds at the top of the stall for you to grab onto. I'll pour it into your mouth for you.
Oh
Talk all
my.
sweet in your ear while I do.
Oh god.
Well,
She winks at you.
Can I like make an insight check to see whether she's flirting with me? Because Zeke is very oblivious.
Sure. Um, she is flirting with you, but you get the feeling that it's not personal, that this is like
Yeah,
something that she offers.
it's
You
legit.
also notice that with this insight, she's pretty attractive. She's wearing a low-cut shirt.
yeah.
She's on this raised platform that's well designed and has some strung up literal fairy lights. They look like tiny fairies in flight that glow with different colors.
Look, man, I appreciate the sentiment, but I prefer honesty. And quite frankly, even if you were serious, I feel like I might break you.
Oh, you. I would say you dog, but I guess the kitty cat has more claws. All right, well, what can I get you a glass of? And she gestures towards her collection. You see liquor in almost every color of the rainbow.
Oh boy.
So there's quite a
Um,
bit of brown.
Something strong, smooth, bit of burn to it.
Bit of burn. I have some dwarvish rum here. That was dwarvish recipe, they say. Uh, and I've got something called Miner's Delight. It's a favorite around here.
What's in that? Is that
Uh,
is that
it's a
just drink or
it's a cinnamon whiskey.
sounds like a good time?
All
How
right, one
much
glass and one bottle.
for all that?
2 copper for the glass, 2 silver for the bottle.
do that. You got change?
Um,
I got you, honey. And Michelle reaches up with the two silver pieces. Here you go.
Okay.
And I'll sort of like reach down real far and then reach up again and put it there.
Yeah, like the bar is like shoulder height for you, so you are neck and head above the counter, looking at this woman. Everybody else is like looking back, looking above.
I gotta ask, why is this bar so tall?
I told you it's part of the experience. People like to grab on and hear me talk to them while I have them chug the drink.
Is there like clambering holds or anything up there?
There are like handholds that look like they can descend from some sort of chain system to different
Oh.
heights.
That is unique.
That's how you get returning clientele, dear. She pours
Oh,
your glass and slides the bottle over.
I appreciate it.
It's
Thank
rather than being like a tall and narrow bottle, it's very short. It looks like a Patron bottle in our world.
Yeah.
It's like small and
Flat
square,
Yeah.
with a rounded
That's
top.
interesting.
A small.
Thank you. And then I'll take a moment and I'll just like take a minute to enjoy the drink. And then I'll tuck away the bottle. Can you split this for me? And I'll sort of put a gold. If you just give me 9 silver, you can keep the other one as a tip.
Many thanks. She'll slide your gold off the table with her other hand. She slides over a stack of 9 gold.
Appreciate.
For the rest of your friends?
I mean, you folks want anything?
Oh hell yes! And Lucille hops vaults up to climb the grips and get up to the bar so she can try to stand.
I will
Oh sure.
just, like,
Here, let me lower
I
these
will-
for you, dear.
I just pick you up by the scruff of your neck and hold you up so you can grab onto the
That
handles.
is very uncomfortable. You could have just taken my hand, you big lug.
I'm sorry. I don't.
You want the
Next time.
halfling discount, dear?
Yes, please, sweetie.
All right, only 1 copper for you for your drink. What you drinking?
What do you like?
Oh, she passes a critical eye over and she pulls a yellow bottle off of the wall and pours a glass and slides it over. Special favorite of mine.
She sniffs it and she takes a sip.
Yeah, it smells very, very fruity. Not quite like a lemon liqueur, but it is very like what's the fucking type of fruit that lemons are
Passion
and
fruit
oranges?
or
Lemon zester.
citrus?
Citrus, yeah, it's very, very citrusy and sharp. It's like lemonade but more liquor.
Yeah, it's like a lemon spritzer.
Mm.
She so her eyes light up and like the fey aspect of her kind of like causes her eyes to go hazel almost and shimmer. She's like, ooh, and she like drinks it very, very like takes her time, but she's quickly drinking. It's like, can I get a bottle of that?
Sure, 2 silver.
She slams it on the counter, or not slams it, but she gently. She actually offers. She puts it in the halfling hand politely.
You 2 ladies?
Sashi's gonna sidle up and look up at her and go, I want something really spicy and I want you to pour it in my mouth.
Ooh, you dirty girl. She'll turn around and she's going to construct some sort of Bloody Mary pickle shot combination drink that has a full spicy pepper on a skewer placed inside of it. And she'll say, all right, why don't you reach up and grab the handles? She cranks the hidden crank and the chains clank down. And you can reach up and grab the handles.
Sashi does as she is told.
All right. Tilt your head back, dear.
And she does.
All right. She will grab you by the back of your head, lean all the way over the bar, putting your face very close to her chest as she cups your chin and starts to pour the drink into your mouth. Roll me a con save to see if you can keep your composure and get the whole drink down in one as she whispers sweet nothings into your ear.
Oh my god! I wasn't advantaged, but I got a nat 20.
All right, Zashi,
Mhm.
you blush bright red, but chug as you make deep eye contact with this halfling woman. And she is oh, you're doing so good. Yeah, just suck on that like that. Yeah, oh no, don't drink too much. Make sure to swallow. Make sure to swallow. Good girl. And you finish, and she says, "No, don't let go," and she'll wipe your mouth, with a napkin that's like tied to her shirt. That's better now, isn't it? Good job. Here, you finished it. So she refills the drink and passes you another one on the house.
Oh my god, yes! That was amazing.
Zeke
One.
is just like so confused.
Damn.
I don't. Okay.
She gives you a large wink. Come
Why,
by
anytime-
anytime, sweetheart. I'll make sure I have something fiery for you.
Yes, mother, yes, okay. And then she will take her glass and walk away.
You know, given your reaction with that, I'm surprised you went more into the prison thing.
Holy shit! She looks back and she's like, "Who said I wasn't?"
They're not like you're not like buckled in. They're just like handled.
Yeah, it's just need to fall out easily.
I'm not gonna get into it.
Never mind. Thank you, ma'am, for your interest in, uh, I don't know what to call it, service. Um,
Does your
I-
friend want something?
I don't know. I don't feel like you could satisfy her cravings.
Does it look like she has wines?
Yeah.
Bit of a-
Oh my god,
this is-
Sharia and Zashi would hear wines and she would turn back around because she loves herself a wine.
Uh,
I'm gonna go and see about the rooms.
Thank you, Z.
From
sidling up a little bit. Do you have any more exotic ones from the Fae?
Oh, I don't know about all the way from the Fae, but I mean, some of this is made right here in the city. Our own Gary's Vineland.
I think I'll take a bottle of that then.
All right. What year?
what year is it?
It is 2022.
I think Shuri would be willing to go up to about a 4 gold price.
4 gold. Oh, something real fancy here. I have a 1980 bottle right here. A nice 32-year.
Would be excellent.
Excellent, excellent year. All right. Are you looking for red or white? Or something more summery?
A little more summery.
I think I have a bottle of rosé. You give me one moment. She'll step down off of the platform, and she has a small. It's not exactly like a back room because it's separate from the stall itself, but it's its own wooden building that she bangs the door open, steps inside, and returns a moment later. It's a little bit dusty, and I don't have a lot of buyers for this, but I promise you, it's excellent.
I check the cork to make sure it's not dry.
Yeah, it's good.
Alright. Thank you. I will appreciate this slowly. I will very happily.
Happy for all your business. You all enjoy your stay in town. I'll be open for the next couple hours if you want to come back.
Returned.
Zashi will bid her good night and begin walking towards the lazy socks.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can probably catch up with Zeke pretty quickly. It's not that doesn't take very long at all. Yeah, you walk up the gentle incline, heading past some larger buildings. A what looks like a nursery orchard, perhaps, right here, as well as what looked like the ruins of a large tower. Several different water installations or well manicured walking paths on your way to the upper city.
Are these grape orchards?
Where?
Oh, number.
No, they are not. The vineyard is outside here.
Gotcha.
Here, northeast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Visit there sometime.
All right, you catch up with Zeke just before he walks into the the Lazy Socks Inn. You can see it's a large multi-story building that has a beautifully painted sign depicting a large pair of warm fuzzy socks. And a glass of some kind of alcohol with a large square ice cube sitting in it. You push the door open and are greeted by a very well-made, or well decorated interior, and a large desk behind which sits a man typing away on some sort of mechanical device that clicks loudly and dings as it reaches an end. He reaches over and slides it back to the side.
Sort of move up and sort of like gently as I can, but it's still probably a decent reverberation through the disc. I put my hand on after one of the dings. Excuse me, sir.
Oh, yes. May I help you, sir and madams?
We're looking for rooms.
Of course. And how many would you be looking for?
I think I just sort of look over it. Do you folks here? And I'll look to Shari and Giggles. Lisa.
I don't mind sharing a room if we have to.
Currently, all of our suites on the upper floors are taken, but I do have 2 double rooms on the first floor that I can offer, as well as a myriad of single rooms.
I don't mind sharing a room.
Alright, I think 2 doubles is good.
All right, and how many nights?
I'm feeling just the one for now. We may stay another, but we'll just take the one for now.
All right, and what name is this going to be under?
So you know what, Strata.
Roll deception. Alrighty. Your total right now will be 3 gold. You're welcome to stay tonight. There will be a cleaning service midday tomorrow, after which you'll need to pay to stay in the room. Any further questions?
No, that sounds just fine for us. Thank you.
All right. Your
I'll-
rooms are the first 2. When you go through here, they'll be opposite each other on either side of the hall. And if you proceed behind me, and he gestures to this door over here, we have a common room as well as a uh, 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 tavern space where you can also order food in the back.
All right, I was going to ask about that. Thank you.
course. He'll pick up 2 keys and slide them over.
And I'll put down a gold.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. Zashi will put down 2 gold.
A pleasure. Welcome to the Lazy Socks Inn. I hope your stay is as effortless as possible. Please let me know if I can do anything to help. And
Appreciate it.
immediately goes back to typing.
Is there is there a place to bathe, I assume?
Hot water can be brought to your room upon request.
I'm curious, is it possible to play music without disturbing?
You're more than welcome to in the tavern space. The common room is more of a quiet reading area. We do have a large book selection available. Um, and we do have quiet hours after midnight in your rooms.
Thank you.
I don't have a timepiece. Is there something we can look at and make sure it's quiet?
He'll
Like my
point
watch.
up to the wall behind him. There's a large clock.
Oh, okay, appreciate it.
Most
What
of the
time
rooms
is it
should
right now?
have a timepiece. It is 10:15 p.m.
Sorry, is the tavern this way?
Yes, right through there and to your left.
Appreciate it.
Zashi will take a key and tell the guy at the desk to bring her a bucket of hot water ASAP. And which room is it? It's the left.
It's the first 2 rooms through this door. So here and here.
All
Now
right,
I'm gonna go ahead.
Zashi will.
Sorry, I just had a question. I'm assuming this fella is not the same fella as the last fella we saw with his portrait.
I don't know. Tashi, you
Because
were
we
talking.
thoroughly eviscerated that corpse.
Who's to say?
Um, Zashi will just go. I decided this is the room,
Okay.
and she'll kind of set, I guess, her pack down or whatever. Maybe, probably not her book. She doesn't like to leave her book anywhere. And she'll wait for the water.
Okay. Cherie, Lucelle, is there anything you guys want to do?
Would you like to go to the room? I was going to practice some more.
Along with you, I got nothing to rush about. I also got this very fancy drink. I think you'd like it too. It's real tasty.
I think we can enjoy that one.
So you guys go to the counter. Say, is there some drinkware I could borrow?
For what purpose?
Oh, I have
If
this.
you,
I have this bottle, and I just wanted to use it. I can return it back to the kitchen or washing myself for you.
you're more than welcome to go and speak to our bartender. He'll keep behind the counter for you and pour it for you free of charge while complimentarily during your stay.
Oh, okay.
Just make sure to pick it up before you leave.
Okay, thank you.
I'm at the bar.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. We came
Hello.
in a little late. We've had a bite, but I was hoping to get something a little more substantial. Can I get a couple of meals? I know. Do you have a menu? Do you have just a meal of the day? What's the deal with
Uh,
that?
we will at this establishment where you I believe are staying the night with us, sir.
Yeah.
Then you have your evening meal prepaid for you if you would like the house stew. If you'd like something more to your specific taste, we can make almost anything upon request. But that is
Uh,
an additional charge.
I'll just grab 2 bowls of stew. I got a friend in my room. I'll bring it to them.
Bread and cheese?
Yeah, might as well.
All right. And what sort of cheese would you like, sir?
What you got?
Uh, we have some sharp cheddar. There's some Gruyere. We have a bit of goat's cheese and a few more exotic things on smaller blocks.
I think goat's cheese is good.
Goat cheese, would you still prefer bread or would you want crackers with it, sir?
Um, I like bread. Bread's good.
But it is an extra
With
loaf
one,
for
one
you,
with
sir.
one with bread, one with crackers.
Of course.
Thank you.
And for you, young miss, are you his traveler as well?
Yeah, we have a room as well. Actually, I was told that I could leave a bottle here, but I'd actually like to keep the bottle with me because when I brought with me, but I'd like to just borrow some drinkware. I can return it to you, of course.
Uh, Unfortunately, due to some of the regulations, I do have to pour it for you, but I would keep it right here where in your line of sight, and he'll pull two or he'll pull three wine glasses out and set them in front of you. Would that be enough, or do you need more?
No, just two glasses. I don't need wine glasses. Just some like tumblers or something. That'd be fine.
Of course, ma'am. And he'll take those back, and he'll just the three, or
Just two.
of course.
Thank you. And yeah, please two for those. Thank you.
Okay. Please let me know if there's anything else I can get you.
And she lets him take the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
She
Shall
takes.
I uncork this for you now? And he gets
Yes.
like an apparatus. He walks over and puts it into it, and you see it beep, and then the cork disintegrates.
That's real
Uh,
fancy.
and he pulls it out and pours a pair of glasses while explaining the benefits of uh, disintegrated cork removal. It's one of the latest wine crazes in the Galler stub. Uh, with the miniaturization of the device, almost any upscale business can have it now, and it allows you to only have the glass begin to experience new airflow when it's being poured, so that it only begins to open up while it's inside the glass.
That's a lot more fancy than I'm used to. But thank you so much. And she takes the glasses once he pours them and nods politely and goes and takes them over to Cherie.
All right. So you come back, you drop your food here. Are you gonna wait in here and eat your food, or?
I assume by now Zashi has gotten the water.
I was about to, yeah, I was about to say, is Zeke going to be here? They actually come in, and there are two attendants that are carrying a large clawfoot tub that they'll come and deposit in the room before another person with what look like novice mage robes, or perhaps another magical student of some kind, walks into the room and will create hot water in the tub for you.
That's dope. I mean, I imagine Zeke walks in and Zashi is enjoying herself in this bath.
Mm-hmm.
That looks very nice. Do you want your food?
This seems so luxurious, but could you hand it to me?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. And I'll hand it over to you.
Zashi,
Yeah,
as you're
sorry.
handed the food, you see that there is actually a wooden sort of attachment on the side of the clawfoot tub, and you realize that you lift it up and it slides out over, and there's a tray that goes across the tub that you can put your
Wow.
food on. It's got stylized drawings of like grapes and wine and cigars and things like that. There are like a few. There's like a place where you see like an ashtray could be put, for example.
This shit is crazy.
I also got us a little something, seeing as you being quite as helpful as you've been with the lightning when we were back at the old place and with the number shit. So here, and I'll take out the bottle that I got, and I mean I'm sure I could find like a glass or a mug or something. Yeah.
Oh, do you have? He has to go through the rigmarole of the bar.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately, with the fancy plate, you would have heard the same thing
You
that
know
Marcel
what?
was going through.
You seem to like it. Just let me know when you want some, and I'll uncork it and take a bit of a sip myself and just.
Ooh, we're being bad. We're being bad.
Okay,
So,
so
man, we were just in prison. I think we are entitled to be back.
okay. While this is happening, Lucille, you go over, you set the glasses down, by you and Cherie. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, she's just chilling out. It's like, ah, I mean, it's nice to know that they want to pour the glass and use their fancy apparatus, but I just like pouring my own glasses. This is kind of weird.
Every place has its
Yeah,
tastes.
I think it's just because they want to show off that damn cork disintegrator, I guess. Or it's because it's real expensive and they got to justify using it all the time.
Probably.
Oh well, if we need to get a refill, we got to go back up to the bar. That's the other reason I like to have the bottle in her bag. Chilling, just pour as you go, you know. And she sips her drink, and her eyes do a little shimmer again because she's so happy with how it tastes. I don't even have to do any presentation on this stuff. It's so light and happy.
Stuck on it.
Yeah. I wonder if it's got enough vitamin C to help deal with scurvy.
Wouldn't be bashful. Probably something to take back on the.
I guess we can ask the lady. She's real nice.
Let's see if I can still read it.
She's gonna quietly just also use her skills to watch people.
Especially from back in the day. I don't know if this would be helpful. Aiming to play a little performance piece just to keep relaxed at night.
Yeah, I mean, you're more than welcome to begin performing. This is not what I would describe as a modest or comfortable standard. This is definitely upper scale.
Okay.
But if you are trying to perform, you are more than welcome to do so, and you're not going to like upset people. Why don't you give me a performance?
Not my great.
Not your greatest, but it's also not like harsh on the ears or anything. It's just a very quiet background sort of noise. It doesn't even carry out of this room very much at all. And as you do finish your first song, you can see the bartender like waving at you, and he points down. There's a glass that he's poured a greenish purple drink into, and he like slides it over after getting your attention, even though you're on the other side of the room. You got a free drink.
Curious. Go to
Pleasure to have a lady of the arts under our roof.
Thank you. Been trying to finest piece, keeping into establishment.
Of course, if you're looking to stay any longer, I can see about trying to set you up. You might need to do a bit more than a few performances, but happy to have you.
Lucille, like, uh, laughs quietly and then hollers across the bar. Hey, actually, are we using pseudonyms right now? She telepathically says that. Are we using pseudonyms? Are we okay with the real name, with the names we go by now?
Serena.
Hey, Serena. Hey, encore, encore.
Please.
Of course. Might I have you? Asking the bartender.
Oh, sure. Jaren.
Thank you, Sharon.
And then
The pleasure's all mine. Please, and he'll gesture, for the area like right here in front of the bar.
All right.
He
telepathically again.
tinks against one of his glasses, and you can see a
Tink, tink,
couple heads turn in the room.
Before you start, Shuri also walks up and telepathically again says, "Hey, can I try to sing along with you? Can you play something that maybe we both know?"
Sure.
And she starts listing off some of the Fae songs that that are popular in the Feywild.
One more naughty but relaxed for the court. Something nobles.
Okay, yeah, that one.
That would work.
Okay, cool. I'll join in with the vocals when you start playing the instrument. Hey, what's the bartender's name again? I forgot. Sorry.
Jaren.
Here. Hey, Jared, is it okay if I step up on one of these seats because I'm a little short?
No.
Okay. Is there a
It's
place I could stand a little
Corinthian
higher?
leather.
Oh, I don't want to damage that. Is there some place that I can stand that's maybe a little bit easier to see? Because I am a halfling, I'm a little harder to
Find
spot.
a box or something.
That'd be great,
Give me
please.
a minute.
Thank you.
Clanging and banging from the back. He comes through the other door with a large box and places it on the ground.
Thank you kindly, sir. And she makes sure it's steady and then hops up on top of it. All right, I'm ready.
Let's begin.
Both of you roll performance.
And does she have? She has prestidigitation. Yeah, she used prestidigitation to do some sparks and puffs of. Yeah, it's just some sparks and some puffs of smoke to make some light show to start off, and then she chimes in with Sylvan lyrics.
Yes, please roll me
Sorry.
performance.
Performance. Hey.
There we go.
Great, you guys get actually this time a light round of applause from the room. 4 out of the 5 people clap and are watching you guys and listening to your performance. It's a quiet night, and you can tell this is not like your rowdy tavern crowd. Almost everyone here is wearing very fine clothes, which does cause you guys to stand out just a bit.
A little bit. She expected. To keep them. Sharon.
Feel free. You've done more than enough for us to want you to perform.
One more, right?
Sure.
Yeah, you guys perform again. It's a very nice, lighter song. And as you finish that one, you do see that some of the people are beginning to trickle out, making their way towards their rooms. Most of them heading towards the upper floor. As it does start to get later, you can see the clock on the far wall ticking towards midnight. You do see Jaren give a call for last rounds.
Definitely been fun tonight.
Of course. Can I ask what brought you here into the city?
a portion of trade. We have things to sell, but I didn't realize the merchant that I was in lieu with was a bit of a nut. A little bit fresh here myself. Probably should be. We did be doing that in the morning. My first time here at the. Uh, yeah, really here, but as well as within the. But
Of course.
uh, bit cool to ask. Do you know where the offices were? If I could get. I don't want to make any trouble. Obviously, businesses.
I mean, sure. You'd probably be best off going right to the governor's house office.
I assume south end of town. Map pamphlet.
Oh no, that one's actually right here in the upper city. 2 doors down across the street.
Oh,
Look for the big number 3 on your map.
know that I
Mm. You're gonna want to get there nice and early. The line starts to queue up.
should. You for the overture. Hasn't time to home again.
That's what we aim here for at the Lazy Sox.
Bet you can. I'm sure you see more.
You as well, ma'am.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry.
Okay. Been a long night.
Mhm.
Note to self.
The crazy shopping spree we're about to have.
Makes me like,
Yeah, I would say about an hour before this happens, the tub would have been collected around 11 from Yuzashi. They would have provided you several very large plush towels.
Hell yeah.
As everybody heads to bed, is there anything that you guys would like to do? Last uh, 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 actions.
Hmm.
yeah. Lucille has a ritual. Basically, she loves to sleep higher up when she can. So she always sets up her hammock wherever she is to be off the ground.
I love the idea of somebody coming in for some reason to your room and being like, being like one person sleeping in a bed, looks to the left, nobody sleeping, looks up.
Sees a little shimmering little hammock. It's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, the best place to hang the hammock would probably be the like very tall bed posts of the
Okay.
four poster bed. So you'd be like several feet above the bed, hanging in your
Yeah.
hammock.
Then that's where she would do it. Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Head out early. Head to the.
Sure.
Yeah. Lucille telepathically talks to Shuri. I'll tag along with you two for the bureaucratic mess we'll probably be getting ourselves into for IDs or whatever else you're looking to do. All right,
Right, but I do intend to wear sunburn.
that's fine.
Be ready for a very early morning.
Problem. Then she passes out.
So it's looking like y'all are gonna go do ID shit, and me and Zeke will probably take care of selling the plate mail and perhaps other items, depending on what we can get done.
Mm-hmm. See
Actually,
what the ID work would entail.
before she passes out, she does say, before we go and talk to bureaucrats, it looks like status is important. We might want to go see about getting some fancier dreads. And then she passes out.
All right. Anything else before Betty bye?
Yeah, not really.
Alrighty.
Nope.
Probably talk for a little bit into the night and then eventually just sort of curl up on top of the sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoying super soft.
That good old Zelda bed.
The pillow mattress that could fucking swallow someone whole.
I mean, I don't know about y'all. The sales bed is amazing, so she's been fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's comfy as hell. And they're all full beds.
Hell yeah. Comfy.
Alright. Night will pass into morning. And you are all able to wake up in the morning with a long rest having been taken. Cherie is the only person who can take a long rest in 4 hours. You said you wanted to be up early. It was midnight when you went to bed. Your earliest possible time that you could be up would be 4 a.m., which would be about 2 hours before sunrise.
I'd probably. Yeah, I would be relaxed and lazy out with that. Reach about 5. No. Go out just as like dusk is breaking.
Yeah. Around about 6 a.m. is when the sun's gonna start coming up.
Shake to wait 5 hours. So it's going to be a very early morning.
Huh? Oh, okay. She'd probably get a level of exhaustion then.
Mm-hmm.
You just won't get the benefits of a long rest if you get up now.
Okay, that's fine. She was full of rest. We didn't do anything that would have hurt us prior to that, so I think we'll be okay.
All right. You two gonna go knock on the other door?
I think we should let them rest.
I look around to see if there's any parchment note or.
There is a small pad with the Lazy Socks symbol like drawn on it.
I'll write a note. Going to see about possibly getting. Slip that under their door.
Okay. You two head out. I'm gonna move two of you to the close map. You head out fairly early, and with the directions that you were given, you were able to very quickly find uh governor's home and office.
Patiently wait.
Okay. Yeah, you head out at 5 a.m. Walk over. The streets are very, very empty. You can hear some small commotion coming from your west, where the mining quarter is. But nothing loud, and certainly not even as loud as it was last night. There are very, very few people on the street. Those few that you do see are heading towards the mine or out of the city towards the uh, fields and farms that surround it.
Mhm.
As you do wait, you see a few people trickle into the building, probably going to work at the governor's uh, uh, estate. And you wait until 6 a.m. when the doors open. There are a few people in line behind you as the doors open, and you are led inside. There's a long corridor that is broken into many pieces by velvet ropes that you wind your way through, heading towards the front, the desk at the far side of the room. You can see an older human man, drooping nose, and a close-cut beard of auburn color, sitting behind the desk. He is bald, and he is in the midst of lighting what looked like almost 30 or 40 candles that like line this desk.
Hmm.
And he says, "What may I do to assist you this morning, young miss?"
O'Neill,
Um,
thank you for it. I was, well, a recent arrival, though actually not originally from this plane. I had been informed I need to perform business transaction level here. Still, I was hoping to hear one.
all right. What sort of documentation are you looking to require?
Leave proper.
Merchant's license, adventurers, guild, association, uh, minor tradesman of some sort. Performer, glancing down at you and your instrument.
Blushily.
Carney,
Performer, sir.
I see. Are you a member of SAG?
I'm not familiar with them.
The largest actors guild. No bother. And what sort of documentation do you have? What country are you emigrating from?
Oh, I've come from the Feywild. We, well,
Most unusual.
yeah, this is why I'm a bit embarrassed of the situation. Like, it's how much it entailed.
You see he had like 2 or 3 sheets of paper. He reaches over and grabs a much thicker folder and adds it to the stack. Um, and he says, "Very well. Very well. You'll see the approved list of verifiable identity items, as well as the documents that we'll be accepting. Anything that you can use to tell us what court you served. Submit some sort of proof, as well as the 1 gold application fee.
Alright,
We have writing utensils on the far desk."
thank you.
And you see like several standing desks bolted to the wall with chains attached to pencils.
I will head on over there and start filling out saying that I'm from the spiral dance of the stars.
Okay, please give me an intelligence check to correctly fill out the myriad of forms.
A rough ride. Oh, I'll use my once per.
Okay.
Oh,
Or I double check.
wait. Now can I use no, never mind. Nah, she's being quiet right now, so she's not being. She's also hiding herself, so she's not helping with the inquiring minds right now. Never mind.
Would I use magic?
Ooh, ability check and fail. Spend 1. I mean, yeah, that is an ability. It's not a skill.
I
Your
just had.
intelligence is one of your abilities. Yeah.
Da- da- da-
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, but
Would you now like to use your once per session?
yes, I will.
Okay. Come
Well,
on, Cherie. Ooh.
that's,
Okay.
that's life.
With a 10, I'm going to say that you are filling it out correctly. I now need a deception. You weren't going to need this if you succeeded, but you got a middling success. So this is a deception to ride the line between lying about who you are and uh, providing enough information that they will allow you in.
All right. Hey.
Very nice. Okay. You hand your documentation back over. Or you actually have to get back in line and wait again, as several people have joined the queue. You make your way back to the front desk and hand over the pile of papers.
Uh,
Take you more than 45 minutes to fill all these out,
falsified name.
Serena. And
Specifically Serena Water. That's-
and what item are you using to prove this? What proof of your court are you providing? This can be anything. Need not be something that you like have in your inventory. It would be something that Cherie would just have had from before. Wouldn't have been included in like starting. An old piece of clothing with a signet, a ring,
No bracelet.
an old bracelet. Okay, describe this bracelet to me.
Uh, various charms, especially for and such. Especially for so many years that she had spent within the Feywild. See, conducted business-wise, so have a nice remember. She visited cities.
Okay. You provide that. He takes it with the papers, and you see him ring a bell next to his desk. A young-looking soldier wearing the Galarian military uniform walks in, uh, uh, and after a short conversation, you would recognize the identify spell being cast on your bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
This done, the young officer signs off on some of your documents and hands them back to the old man, who will stamp them and disappear from the desk for a few minutes before returning with a new envelope of a different color with 4 different pieces of paper in it. He'll hand it over to you, and you now have your fake ID. It will be a DC 18 fake ID. That's the DC that someone has to beat to realize that you have falsified some of the information on here. So
Hell
mark that down and mark the name that you used. And I will be right back. Quick 5-minute break. I need to go feed my cat.
yeah. Hell yeah.
No problemo.
I did it. I'm successfully a false citizen.
Congratulations.
I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get IDs for everyone.
I mean, Lucille can most likely fake it.
I imagine now that you know the ropes, you can tell me and Zeke, and we can also go and do that.
Yeah, that's pretty much the idea that I had. I was like, if I have to roll deception, I would like the most ideal for reconnaissance for this situation.
I was like, damn, intelligence checks. Let me just.
Let me just fill those out for you.
Yeah, you maybe should have knocked on the door because then you got Zashi up to do some paperwork. But it seemed right at the time to let them sleep.
Yeah, I didn't want to bother you and Zeke after getting such comfy beds for the first time in a long time. Kate understands after sleeping on those 2x4s for 10 years. She may be a monster, but she's considerate, goddamn.
She has
Za-
empathy.
Za-
What?
Zashi's absolutely loving having being back to being a fancy bitch.
Look at all
Yes.
this fancy bitch shit. Also, now that I know the whole process, you can go in there full of guns loaded.
Oh yeah, I bet you I can weasel some advantage out of it. Can I get advantage on these intelligence checks?
I think
Because Cherie told me.
I think the only difficulty is like providing something. Well, I mean, I had to do that because I'm from the Feywild. I would imagine
Yeah,
it'd
I
be a
mean,
little easier for you to just be like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Faerun" or whatever.
yeah, but I mean, I feel like because Zashi was from like a pretty rich, notable family where she was. I don't know if we've discussed exactly how famous her family was, but she assumes that people will know her family's name.
Probably, which is why I went with a fake name. I don't think going by my real name.
Jacqueline the Ripper.
Who knows? Maybe if I let this ID ride longer, the T check might because of my street credit. Okay, that's a lot of wishful thinking. They're making a citizen's arrest on who? Sorry, what the fuck? Awesome.
Right? What is it that is so soothing and lovely about giving your character a bath? I was so enjoying the fact that we were all getting a drink from the thing. Like, I love role play for the sake of doing it. There's no benefits being given to us. We're just our characters want it so bad, and we can feel it. I love that.
Yeah,
Comfort.
living vicariously through your characters between the horrible combat situations and stressful social encounters. Just bullshitting with the big titty halfling at a bar.
Yeah, like I guess like for me, I'm doing this for Zashi. She hasn't had this in a long time. She
Yeah.
needs this.
Yeah, no, I'm all for it. It's like in the session when we were with the Citadel, it's like dinosaurs, talking to fucking dinosaurs. Fuck yes, let's do this shit. I don't fucking care about anything else now. Let's do that. We're talking dinosaurs, we're feeding dinosaurs treats, and we're hanging out with the dinosaurs all fucking day. Let's do it.
Cabbage. Nothing but cabbage.
GM's like, are you guys gonna go off to the quest yet? No, dinosaurs talking now. Okay. Why do you think I love speak with animals so much? You know, every time I was like, "Hey, I turned it on," he's like, "Fuck." Talk about fucking, talk about eating, talk about this. Like, yeah, but it's like I'm gonna use it for fun shit.
Also, that halfling, goddamn.
Yep, she's got the riz.
Yeah, Zashi got the full special. It was crazy.
See,
She only didn't get if only the happy ending.
That's what happens when you roll a nat 20. You get a big titty halfling to pour shit in your mouth. Real good. and then you get a slightly smaller titty cat man to pour it in your mouth.
The harem dream heard.
She's living in the lap of luxury.
This is how all people should live.
I can hear him. He is almost done. I hope the weather isn't fucking shit like it is today, tomorrow. It was all rainy today.
Yeah, it's pretty wind chill today.
Apologies.
Oh, good.
Yes. Lucille, you came with Shuri. Are you also trying to go through this same process? Create an ID for your halfling body? Or is not everybody back? You're here. Flinks?
I'm still here.
Oh, Lucille, all right. We're gonna jump right back into it. You went along with Shuri
Yep.
to wake up early. Did you also want to get an ID made?
Sure.
Okay. For this halfling personality?
Sure.
Okay. He asks what kind of ID you want.
I mean, I guess like what kind of IDs do you offer? Is this like just trade and
Well,
negotiations?
We
or-
have the standard personal ID if you'd like to be licensed to drive any of the vehicles up and coming in the Gala stub. That would be another license. There are merchants as well as performer, mercenary, adventurer, guild, farmer, miner, different trades and things.
Okay. Well,
He gestures at Cherie, who has 4 pages of documents. So 2 pages for who she is, and 2 pages allowing her to work as a performer and be paid for it under the Galarian flag.
the captain has been training me to become a pilot for the ship, so perhaps a maritime license, and also I do like to dabble in singing as maybe a street performer to help out my compatriot here. So perhaps I could go for 2, or maybe a work permit that allows me to do both.
A freelance work permit, I see.
Yes, thank you.
As a for-hire asset. And what is the name?
1 second.
You don't know your own name.
No. I'm a refugee from from one of the other countries, and
Really?
I'm trying
Which
to.
one?
I'd rather not say. It's really bad.
I
So
apologize, but that information would be needed on your application.
okay, and this is me just being bad about remembering the different countries. Give me a second. What's the What's the country that's really cantankerous that it's always just like in war? The one
The
that
Faerun and Gallerstub have been at war for more than 100 years. Lifeless Yonder is also a major contributor to a war, to the former wars, but is not currently engaged with any of the other nations.
I guess Faerun, she would say like one of the territories that are on the borders of Faerun that are always in contention. Her clan was devastated, and she is a refugee from that area.
I see.
And let me get the name for you real quick because I'm going to use the fantasy name generator to generate one because she will have that in her head already, but I don't have one off the top of my head.
What? You don't have a preloaded name?
Normally I do, but not today. Sorry. Zinni Underwillow.
All right, Miss Underwillow. Do you have your Faerunian birth certificate?
I do not. I lost it when I was fleeing. I'm sorry.
See, lost documents, and he adds another couple of files to your legal application and sends you back over to the desk. I need an intelligence check to successfully fill this out.
Now, in this case, would she be able to use inquiring minds? Got it up.
Could I help her through the process instead of...
So this would be like
If she was
if
acting
you,
herself.
well, or like you're not trying to get past this guy. You're trying to get this guy to give you real official
Okay.
documents
Okay.
rather
Yeah. So yeah, not
than
bullshitting.
like
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I
yeah.
thought. Like I said, I'm still learning how to use this feature. So.
I
Okay.
imagine it usually as like the I don't know if you ever watched Burn Notice.
Yeah.
When
Michael. Yeah.
he comes in and he's like, "Who are you? What are you doing? Do this
Yeah.
for me right now!"
And he's
And people like get
bullshitting.
up and
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
scrambling to help. Like if you had come in here and said, "Where's my ID? I put the application in. Yada yada yada. I'm this,
Yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
the other person."
If she was
That would have been
using
different,
a bunch of stuff, so if she was doing spy bullshit to get it.
right?
She's not doing spy bullshit. She's trying to play the
Right now, you're
sympathy
trying to
card.
stay undercover. Yeah, exactly.
Got it. So just intelligence.
Hmm.
On it. Rolling intelligence. Boom.
Very nice. You fill this out incredibly well. You've had a lot of practice studying the documentation for the ships on No Man's Land, as well as your former observer was a dock worker for a great deal of their life and caused quite a bit of chaos there. So you've studied ship registry information. You're able to falsify a great deal of this. Give me a deception to set your DC. You've successfully filled this out. We're just setting how good these papers are. Okay. You pass your papers back and you're handed an ID for Zinni Underwillow, DC 17.
So just put Cindy Underwell ID DC 17.
Yep. You can also put like fake ID if you prefer.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. However, you'll remember it.
Yeah, I'll put fake ID and I'll put the details on. Thank you.
Okay. It's approaching 8 o'clock. You guys have been here for more than an hour and a half, filling things out, waiting in lines, dealing with this single person. And as 8 o'clock starts to roll around, you do see two other booths open up as the trickle of people into the governor's house begins to increase. And you guys are able to make your way outside with your freshly printed folders containing your IDs. Are you two gonna head right back to the inn, meet up with your party?
I think that's a good idea. Would like to... Possible prospects of what?
All right, you guys do that, and I'll take everybody back to that map. Before Cherie and Lucelle arrive back, Zeke and Zashi, you two awaken in your rooms, having rested for 8 hours.
Dope. Zashi will get up and head to get breakfast as she passes by the guy at the desk. She'll say, "Bring my friend in my room. a bath.
Okay.
Thank you, please, etc.
Yeah, you see it is a different person working there. And he nods, of course. Um, and he will have that begin writing on a sheaf of paper, which you can see even as he's writing, the words seem to disappear.
Wow.
You make your way in. Zeke, you get up a moment later and pass by, and the attendant looks up and says, your bath has already been ordered, sir.
All right.
You have until noon to take advantage of it.
Where's that?
It will be delivered to your room momentarily.
All right. Well, I'll
Would
go
you
away
like a
for that then.
complimentary breakfast or charcuterie platter brought to you?
Yeah. Take your pick. I ain't fussy.
All right. A few minutes later, another pair of attendants bring in what looks like the same clawfoot tub, disappear, and then a very well-dressed waiter, holding a tea towel, comes in with a well-polished tray, and sets it up on the um, sideboard of the clawfoot tub, and then will create boiling water in the tub, which will rapidly begin to cool. You see that the charcuterie board provided has an assortment of meats, cheeses, fruit, and vegetables, as well as a miniature bottle of what looks like it might be sparkling champagne.
Yeah, Zeke will probably eat it with less reverence than most folk would, but he will enjoy it.
All right. Zashi, when you make your way into the dining area, there is a bright-eyed and bushy-tailed looking Jaren, as well as a pair of faces that you do not remember seeing in this room last night.
Who are these faces and who are they in this room? I will walk up to the bartender and I will say, "Can I get some breakfast, please?"
Of course, ma'am. The house breakfast or something specific?
Um, I would like 3 sunny side up eggs. I would like 5 pieces of sausage and some fried tomatoes.
Hash with that?
Yes,
1 silver.
I will deposit that.
He'll take it and step into the kitchen. You hear him yelling out your order before he comes back. That'll be just a few minutes, ma'am. Feel free to take a seat wherever you would like. It'll be brought to you. You can see that the 2 people in the room are both eating quietly, sitting at their own tables. One of them is wearing very sumptuous black robes with gold fringe and what looks like a ruby a crimson necktie with a ruby hanging from it, and the other looks like a much more simply dressed person, but they have a well-made tailored crimson shirt that is tucked into a pair of sturdy workman's pants.
Zashi will real quick go over to the guy that's dressed with the nice looking shirt in particular, and she'll walk up and ask where he purchased his clothing.
With the one with the
The
robes,
bottom
or
one.
oh, okay. He'll look up. Sorry. What was the question?
Where did you purchase your fine attire?
Oh, this whole thing. I mean, there's a tailor at the market square right near the center. Ask for Bobby. It's called
the
the Spinner's Needle.
All right. That's all I needed to know. Then I'm gonna look at the bartender guy. What's his name? Gerald.
Jaren.
Jaren. I'm gonna ask if somebody can bring my food to the room.
Of course, man.
Okay, and then I'm gonna head back to the room.
Oh yeah. As you're heading back to the room, you would pass Cherie and Lucille coming back in. You would recognize Lucille even in her halfling form, halfling illusory form.
Good morning. Did we have fun at the the fantasy DMV?
Of course. My performer's license now.
Telepathically, you hear in your head the very Lucille voice. I want to let my kin out in this town so they can burn it to the fucking ground. But she smiles. It was delightful.
Sounds good. I guess me and Zeke should probably go and get ourselves some identification.
I'll be happy to help because I'm afraid Zeke might try to kill the goddess. Makes you do the paperwork.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
I'm sure Zeke has dealt with bureaucrats before.
Yeah, and I think he eats them.
I'm pretty exhausted.
You hear a quiet gasp from behind the desk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kidding, boss. I'm kidding. It's a running joke. It's a running joke.
Of course.
I just sort of
But you know,
step
all good
out-
comedy comes from truth.
Step out and do like a big stretch and yawn.
He's
Like the
fluffy.
lawn.
Ooh. Appreciate the bath, friend.
Anytime.
About to head off, so I suppose you could send in your cleaning folk if you wanted to get ready.
I suppose I should take advantage of the bath myself.
Alright. Yeah, we got some paperwork to do. Fucking it, I hate bureaucracy. Alright.
Needs to be done if we're going to continue trade and work here.
Yeah, I know.
Zashi will pass by and head to the room as she is going to have her breakfast first.
Yeah, as you guys are all standing by, the attendant has appeared at your shoulder, Zashi, and will follow you into the room and place it down just as you sit down. And as you are eating, the two people come and grab the bath, destroy the water with magic, move it into Cherie's room, and reconstitute the water.
Oh, wait, as it's being carried out, is there any of that champagne left?
High or low?
Hi.
Oh wait, D20. Yes.
She'll, as it's passing by, like, snag it off the thing and give it a good swig and eat her lovely fucking meal.
Hell yeah.
And then eventually, when she's done, she'll come out and, I guess, also head to go do ID stuff.
All right. Lucille, you gonna get food? You gonna take a bath? Are you gonna go back with them to the governor's house? Are you staying with Sheree, or are you going with them?
No, she's gonna tag along with the captain. She is worried about him getting very upset, punching somebody in the head or something.
All right, then I will take 3 of you to the city map and leave Cherie here for her bath. You let me know when you leave. The 3 of you head out of the Lazy Socks Inn and make your way towards the governor's house. The line now extends out the door by about 6 people. And as you look over their heads, you can see a line of maybe 30 to 40 people all standing in this like long velvet roped off queue headed towards the desk, which now has 3 booths open.
I will passively, menacingly step up to the back of the line.
Sure. Zeke, you were keeping an eye out for stuff yesterday. Why don't you
Yeah.
give me a perception?
Have been.
Okay, here, let me move you guys on the map just so we know where everybody is. Um, Zeke, you step up to the line with Zashi behind you. You do see a posted notice on a large message board near the front door. It looks like it was updated sometime this morning because you didn't see it last night when you walked by. It lists uh, about 40 names of wanted criminals in the area and various rewards for their capture. You do
Oh,
not, with a 22, see your name on that list.
just looking at that list, are there any names that I would recognize?
High or low for favorable results.
All right. Hi, baby. Ooh, just.
There is
Do
a
you need me to
pair of
remind you?
the if you have a specific name that you're looking for, which one was that?
My brother or any of my crew.
You do not see your brother was not part of your crew, was he? Or is he your first mate?
No, he was. He
Oh,
was
okay.
my first mate.
Then in that case, you do see your brother's name. What was your brother's name?
Amos.
Okay. You see Amos Horfast, listed, wanted for uh, uh, theft and maritime disruption. Dead or alive, 300 gold pieces. You also
As the.
recognize another name, uh,
Mhm.
who you would know as a captain of another pirate vessel that you interacted with a few times. Not exactly an unknown, not exactly a rival,
Mm.
but someone who you've competed with
Yeah.
a few times. And that name, as I open my GM notes page, Riley Fane, captain
Alright.
of the Hideous.
Noted. And is there an amount for that?
There is not. They're wanted for questioning in relation to the murder of an official. There's no listed reward.
Alright. Um, and Amos is how much? Sorry?
300 gold.
Alright. And is he listed as the captain of the Sparrow?
Yes.
Okay. And there's no previous sighting or anything like that.
No. It says like seen in Galarian waters
Yeah.
is the like the name of the notice. So
Yeah.
it warns people to be on the lookout for these dangerous criminals. There are brief descriptions of the ships and sometimes the captains, as well as the amounts for those who are in that business, who are looking to take on one of these jobs.
Okay. I'll just note down several of the names that have decent sized bounties on them.
Okay.
But
Are we going bounty hunting?
strikes a fancy. I'll sort of head back to head back to the line.
Okay. You guys wait in line for 2 hours
Oof.
before you are able to reach the front desk. It is 10 a.m. Or actually, let's say it's about 11 a.m. because you guys both ate breakfast before you left. It's about 11 a.m. is around the time you both reach the desk, and both two desks open up at the same time. And Zeke, you go to one, Zashi, you go to the other. Since we just did a thing with Zeke, we'll go Zashi first. Zashi, you walk up, and a very elderly gnomish woman looks over the counter at you. She's very clearly sitting on a stool that has about 6 books and then a large pillow stacked on top of it. And she looks over her half moon glasses and she brushes some of her gray hair out of her face and she says, "Yes, dear. What are you looking for today?"
I need to acquire myself some identification, preferably just a freelance work for hire identification.
Of course. How did you arrive in the city? How did you come to our fair country? Is this your first time here?
Um, no, it's not my first time here, but other times we're just visiting. Um,
I
I
see.
came I came in on a I am the quartermaster actually of a new cargo ship.
You'll be needing a merchant's license then as well you'd be looking to sell anything.
Yes, please.
Of course. She'll pull out the regular ID forms, uh uh they're called entrepreneur forms, which is the free like you can take on almost any job and you're not affiliating yourself with any guild, as well as the uh uh merchant uh, uh, documents. And where are you from? Country of origin?
I am from Fainroom.
I see. Do you have your documentation? Are you fleeing the war front, perhaps? We get a lot of those.
Yes, unfortunately, I am fleeing the war front.
I see. Hopefully you remember most of your old information. We do accept certificates of birth from Faerun. However, we understand if you don't have that documentation, you are going to need to prove that you have no desire to give any information from our proud nation to our enemies. But if you're fleeing them, we don't have quite as much suspicion on you. And she'll make great. She grabs a stamp and will stamp your papers. Lucille, you recognize it's the same one that she stamped on yours when you told her that you were from Faerun as well. And she hands it over to you and sends you to the back desk to work on your papers. Give me an intelligence check, flat intelligence. Very well. Are you trying to use your real name?
No, she'll use she'll use her same first name, but she'll change her last name.
Okay. Roll me a deception to see how good of an ID this is going to be. You would like to use your once per session? Okay.
Can I
Okay.
give her my once per session?
You can?
Yes, I give her my once per session.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just love that echo in the background.
And what's the fake last name that you're going to be using? Wow. Okay.
Bastu Nifu.
Okay. Uh, you wait again in line for another hour and eventually make your way back to the front. hand over your papers and are given a manila envelope containing your fake ID, DC 16. Alrighty. Zeke, same thing. You walk up to the desk. You also get the old man. How can I help? What
Just
are we
wanna
looking
be-
for today?
I just want to be frank here. I have been waiting in line for a while. I'm a little irritable. I apologize for any hostility that may come across.
And what are we looking for today?
Zinni the halfling also chimes in. I'm the captain's assistant. May I also help him out with this paperwork? I actually am I'm a little better at writing than he is.
Yeah.
Captain, have you brought your ship's regiment, shipping documents as well as your ship's registration?
Quartermaster, do we have those?
Yeah, I hand him over the paperwork.
Alright. Yeah, this is what we got at the moment.
Is
Oh.
your name is Lord Eddard?
No, I bought the ship from him.
I see.
I haven't finished the paperwork. That's what I'm here to do partially.
Is there a certificate of sale, a bill of sale, perhaps?
Oh shit.
Ah,
I
I
think our
think I
ship was
left it on.
attacked. Wasn't our ship attacked? Like we had some pretty rough times coming because we just came and crossed the war front, doing a bit of trading, and
I see.
yeah, it did not go well.
Roll me deception.
Am I being assisted at all?
Zashi is at this moment doing her stuff. So unless Lucelle has something to assist with, you unfortunately went with we sold it rather than he died. So, as a harder lie to prove. So I don't know what Lucelle could say to assist you, but this is your opportunity.
LaSalle is asleep, presumably.
Blinks?
No, sorry, my headset was being shitty there. What was that? What were we saying? Did I get help with?
Are you assisting
Steve.
in? Yeah.
Yeah, no. She's whatever she can do to help. Let me know what I need to do and how I can contribute.
That's what I'm saying. What do you?
Um,
He
yeah,
said that you sold. That he recently bought this ship. He said, "Okay, where's the bill of sale?" And Zeke said, "Oh, we lost it. We came through a very dangerous area."
yeah, no. She chimes in. It's like, no, we were attacked by all manner of very unpleasant shark men, and then we were attacked by this island of fish guys. They were like these eel guys, and these other, they zapped me with lightning like a bug zapper. It was terrible. We lost a lot of things on our ship. That's why we have so little. Some of our cargo was lost in the process, and that register was too lost.
Zeke grows a tail and bludgeons the old man to death immediately.
Sorry, I misclicked.
That's okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, give me deception at advantage, Zeke.
Hey!
Unfortunately, it's a story we hear far too often. You'll have a bit more paperwork. We'll need to know the date of the events, the transgressors, and he pulls out another several stacks of documents.
Oh,
You
God.
don't know it, Zeke, but yours is the biggest stack of the four of you so far.
I'm gonna need a hand with this.
Not a problem. I got you, sweetie pie.
Yeah.
Starts helping out with paperwork.
And so we have updated ship's registration, personal identification, captain's license, merchant license. Anything else? A big man like you, are you looking to participate in any of the fighting rings that we have?
Ooh, I think you'd like that, boss.
Maybe. I don't know.
Telepathically, you hear in your head, you should totally do it.
Um,
It'd make for good entertainment, and I
I
think you'd
mean,
get
I
at some
might as
aggression.
well. And is there any documentation I need for bounty hunting and that kind of thing?
Yes, and he'll pull out two
Oh my
more folders
fucking
and stack
God.
them on.
Look, I'm not the best at rotten and shit. I was born in New Hosnia, and that shit burns down like every other week. So, all right. Can I get a hand with this, someone?
Yes, sir. I will. She offers to speedily help fill out documentation as needed to help him save his hands and patience.
I will say, Zeke, as the only person who has lived in the Galler
Yeah.
Stub, if you are going to try and use your real information, I will give you advantage on this intelligence check. If you're going to lie, you'll roll the intelligence check at normal, and Lucille can help with the deception roll for the DC. Or I'm sorry, Lucille can help out with either the intelligence roll or the deception roll.
Okay. I'm gonna say I still have a bounty in the stub, right?
As far as you know, you had one, you know, the
Right.
last time you were here, but that has been some years,
Yeah.
and you know that your ship is not like you're no longer listed as the
Yeah.
captain of the Sparrow. Whether
Yeah.
or not you independently have your own wanted poster is another question, but at least here you're not a posted criminal, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay. Um.
You were never the scourge of you're not Davy Jones, you know?
Yeah. Not yet. Um.
Exactly.
Working on it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's totally up to you. I was very curious whether you of all people would choose to be Zeke or
Um. I'm gonna sort of take a look at my companions and just kind of like raise an eyebrow as if to ask.
That's like, you don't have to telepathically hear it. Why are you asking me? I'm here to help. Not a problem.
Thinking about using my real name. It'd be a lot easier to fill this shit out, and
Okay.
there's a
I
fair
mean,
chance they done forgot about me.
it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't seem like anybody's been like, Stereotyper Man. It's that guy. I haven't noticed that. Once again, this is all telepathic, so it's just me and him. I feel like you can get away with it.
Okay. Go.
I will also say, as far as diversity goes, you know that while most people who work for the government or the military of the Galler Stub are human, uh, this is still a fairly diverse city. While
Yeah.
I would say about 40% of the people that live here are human, because of its position in the world, you do have quite a few um, larger humanoid races. It would not be uncommon later in the day for you guys to see a Loxodon, a few Dragonborn. The one of the tellers is a gnome. You were probably not the only or even one of 10 uh, uh, Leonin in the city. There's probably that
Okay.
probably makes up 10 to 15% of the people here, just because this is the part of the world where mm, uh, 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 Leonin did originate.
Yeah. Okay.
This like central band above the split. So
Yeah.
there are quite a few races very similar to that as well. There are also quite a few Yuan Ti.
All right. So I'll begin filling out my information with whatever help I can get.
Okay, if you're doing your real stuff, roll me intelligence at advantage.
Alrighty. Uh, there you go. 18.
Okay, with an 18, you are able to successfully fill out all but one of your applications just because you had so many. Roll me a
Yeah.
d6.
All right.
Okay, in your entrepreneur paperwork allowing you to freely pick up any job is rejected due to a clerical error with your birth ID number that you provide. it seems that you are already registered for that, but you would need to fill out an additional form to get a replacement set of identification for that. However, everything else, your personal ID, your ship's registration, your captain's ID, your mercenary ID, as well as your merchant ID, are all of that paperwork is completed.
All right, that was less of a nightmare than I thought it would be.
Uh,
Muso smiles. You're welcome, Captain.
you as you guys step out into the sunshine, it is noon. You have spent like 4 hours in this place.
It could have been longer. Just think
Mm.
of that.
Somehow that feels like I was in there longer than we were in our last place. Uh, so, let's go
Let's-
get some gold, huh?
Yes, let's go sell our things and then we can enjoy another night of luxury.
And maybe get some fancier clothes. I think we're standing out, and that might not help.
Yes. Yes, please. Actually spoke to a lovely man in the um, tavern this morning. He gave me a suggestion for a tailor in the market after we sell our plate mail.
Oh, great. My fashion sensibilities are not very. I mean, I did a little bit of I did a little bit of observation, so I have some idea, but I'm not up to times. So I'm definitely going to defer to you because you have a better eye for it.
Are you guys gonna go and pick up Cherie before you leave, or Cherie perhaps waiting outside of the building? This has been several hours.
Yeah, okay. I think if
Yeah.
Cherie wants to come, Cherie can come.
I would be waiting outside the building after that point after a nice long morning.
Okay.
She took her time. She maybe had another glass of wine. Maybe she's a little tipsy.
Little red faced, yeah.
Okay. Uh, then you all band together and start heading down towards the merchant district.
Yeah, Bo?
All right. Okay. You guys did leave the boxes of supplies on the ship. So we didn't deal with carrying them through, and you didn't have them in your rooms. So you guys are trying to identify vendors for different things.
Yeah, I
Okay.
probably still got like one of the fist-sized um cerealites.
Okay. You go and collect one of those real quick before
I believe there was the one that I broke off to start with that I probably just kept on my person.
okay. Okay. So then everybody makes their way to the merchant district then.
Mhm.
Put everybody on the Musta Close map. And feel free to go wherever you guys would like. Anyone who's going straight to the merchant district can tell me what type of stall they're looking for and roll me a perception. You can do one type of stall at a time, one type of stall per person.
I'm looking for somewhere to sell the cerealites, so like a jeweler or an exotic goods merchant.
Okay, why don't you decide one of those?
All right. Do I have an idea of which would be better? Because I know that they're both it's a pretty big amount.
Yeah, I mean,
Like a jeweler would deal in small amounts.
uh, uh, You're you only know what Zashi told you. You know that they do have magical purposes and can, but most of the magical purposes are essentially the types of jewels you can make from these things, unless you're trying to make an arcane focus from these items. Um, so it'll depend more on your sales pitch than the type of person that you go to. So if you'd rather sell it to a jeweler or you'd rather sell it to someone who's looking for something a little bit stranger, you have that option.
All right. I'm just going to flip a coin. Let's go. Jeweler is 1. It's a jeweler.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Alrighty.
You have advantage because of keen senses, right?
Do I have keen senses?
Do Leonin get that, or am I thinking of blood hunters?
I think you're thinking of blood hunters.
Yeah.
As
Okay,
much
never
as
mind.
I would like keen senses.
Yeah. We already got them D8 claws, so
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I did take a feat for that.
yeah.
Look at it.
He ain't digging them graves of them boys.
Alrighty. 15.
Okay, with a 15, you spy a pair of what look like opposing shops. There is the Peaceful Rainbow and the Serene Palm.
Which looks like the most wealthy.
The Serene Palm is much more of an ostentatious stand. It's much larger and it has quite a few pieces on different partial mannequins. So it's like
Yeah.
a stand that has an arm coming out and there's a large piece of uh, uh, golden and platinum chain wrapped around it that terminates at the wrist in a bangle. There are a few hands displaying rings or bracelets and more than a few heads that have necklaces dangling from them. Whereas the Peaceful Rainbow seems to deal in straight up stones. There is a wide variety of gemstones spread out across, but not not many pieces of crafted jewelry. You actually see a few unfinished stones sitting on the table of that one.
Actually, in which case, I'll go with the stone one. What was it?
Okay.
Sorry.
The Peaceful Rainbow.
The peaceful rainbow.
hmm
As I'll sort of walk up there, probably have to duck my head so that it can be seen from underneath the tarp or whatever it is that covers it.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Yes, and you see a middle-aged man with snakeskin around his eyes turns, and he blinks, and you see that he blinks horizontally.
Alright.
How may I be of service?
I got some cereal white, I think it's called. Would you be willing to purchase that?
I would be happy to see if you would like to step inside my office. I have a few tools there.
Sure.
What is the name of this stone?
I mean, I didn't give it a name. I don't usually name rocks. Oh, do you
see.
mean like what type of rock is it?
Yes,
Oh, okay. I mean, I said that. It's a cereal white. It's like a
I see.
green egg thing. It glows a bit.
And is this? And they look at it. Are you holding it out?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Is this a cut or uncut stone?
It's uncut.
Uncut. I see. And its origins. Is this something someone will come looking for?
No. It's we got it from in the ocean, so no, unless there's a particularly possessive crabs or sand, then no, you got nothing to worry about.
Excellent. May I see the stone?
Yeah, sure. Let's just step inside. I don't want too many folks peering
One-
upon it.
One moment. You see that they take a few lids out from underneath the counter and put them over the boxes that have all these stones, and lock the different boxes. There are about 7 boxes that they lock before putting the ring of keys back in their pocket, stepping out from the booth and gesturing towards a tent-like pavilion slightly to the side and behind.
Yeah.
And they pull the They pull the tarp to the side and gesture for you to proceed them in. You can see a few
Yeah.
candles illuminating a sparse living place with a large locked chest in one corner, a cot,
I
and a
will,
few stools.
yeah, duck into the room.
Please sit. And you see he grabs like a fold-out table, sets it between the two of you, and unwraps a set of jeweler's tools on his side and sits down.
I just kind of sit cross-legged because that's probably putting me at the right height for the table.
Well, there are stools, so you would be able it's not like a tiny itty
Is the
bitty
stool is
thing.
the stool gonna shatter under my weight?
No, no, you're
Right.
not that heavy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
You're
I'll
big.
sort of
You're not a
carefully
giant.
sit on the stool. It probably creaks a bit.
Yeah, takes your weight.
Right. And I'll sort of open my cloak and pull out the fist-sized. There you go. Place it in front of me.
Okay. They will take it and begin examining it.
I'm just
Uh,
like just boring into it with my eyes the whole time, trying to read them.
okay. You watch as they use a few different tools on it. Firstly, some magnifying glasses and a few different monocles to increase the ability of theirs to see into this gem, peering towards the glowing center. There are a few tools to measure the outside as well as the clarity of the stone, and there is a moment where they take what appears to be a pointer tool made of some kind of metal, and they try and scrape a very small line into the surface of the stone near an edge where it's already buffed to test the density, and they're unable to.
Hmm.
Um, uh, After the examination, which takes, so let's say 10 minutes, they set the stone back down and they say, "This is strange. I have heard of this stone before, but it is different than I expected it to be. Uh, with your leave." And they pick up a short, flat-bladed knife and gesture towards the stone. "May I?"
Are you going to buy?
There will be no harm to your stone. I merely wish to demonstrate something.
All right.
They take the blade and they smack the stone with the flat side of it while it's sitting on the table. And the stone produces this pure crystalline note. And as you examine the stone where it was struck, there are no scuffs or marks upon it.
Huh. Neat.
This particular gem appears to be hollow. It has a interior space. I have heard that this is where the light of the stones are kept, though I have never seen one in person. It is a difficult thing to use, I will not lie to you. I do not have tools with me here to be able to manipulate such fine crystal, which would mean that I would need to spend some to be able to sell this item. I would be willing to take it off of your hands for 40 gold, but if you are able to get it cut, I would take it for 100.
40's a little small change for this kind of thing, I think.
What are you looking to get out of it?
Feel like this kind of thing is honestly as is 100.
They'll regard it. Why don't you give me a persuasion?
Alrighty. Uh, Persuasion. Look, we went to a lot of trouble to get this, and if you're feeling like you would like this kind of thing, I got a couple more, and I even got a particular big one.
How big are we talking? and how much?
Well, I would say these ones here. This one, I got 2 more of them, so that'd be 300 altogether for those. And then, gosh, that big one's pretty good. I'm gonna say probably around about 1,000 for that one.
I must think of my own margins. If you would
It's
show
around
me
about.
this
And
larger.
then I hold my hand like off the ground to show the height of it, and like
Yeah.
just the size. You understand why I can't just bring that thing out openly? I can have my
Allow,
quartermaster bring it through in a bit, but
allow me to offer you 75 for a stone of this size, and I promise I will do much better for something larger. That's what I can offer you without seeing this larger stone. You are a cutthroat businessman. I understand if you cannot take my offer, but it is good.
I think we can do. Yeah, we can do 75 each for the 3 stones, which comes to uh, uh what is that? 225, I think.
they they give you a look and don't say anything. Almost like, are you sure you want to ask me to do that math for you? Because I'll just tell you 200. Um,
Yeah, 225.
No, it's 250. It's 250.
no, it would be
Are
225
you
times
there?
3. Yeah, 75 times 3 is 225. 75 times 2 is 150. 150 plus 75 is 225.
Yes. Right. No, never mind. And no, I wasn't there either. I just thought thought I did. I thought I had a beautiful mind moment. I'm sorry.
Uh, so I will go get those,
I will be here.
and I will tell you what. I'll sell you this one right now. Then I'm gonna go around, see what else other folk got, because your information has been valuable, and I do appreciate it. So I will do business with you for this one.
A pleasure that is all mine. Thank you, Mr.
Just call me Zeke.
Mr. Ezekiel.
Just Zeke.
As you wish. I will be here. Allow me to show you out.
I didn't catch your name, friend.
No, you did not.
Damn.
You may call me salesman.
There's a lot of fucking salesmen in the market district.
Ah, but there is only one salesman, and that is I.
Look, I sail ships. I could call myself a salesman also.
What about scales, man?
Mhm.
Look, I'm just gonna call you Hissy.
You will not. Please leave the stone there. I would get the gold for you one moment. And they will walk over to the chest and pull out their ring of keys and unlock it, and you can see some more gems. Most of these uncut and unpolished, on like stacked trays inside of the chest, and they reach into the side and count out a bag, count out some gold into a pouch before passing it over to you.
I'll just double check that it's the right amount.
Yeah, it's 75.
Alright. Good. And I will be back.
I look forward to it. He'll show you out, and you go on your way. Your pocket heavier, and no gem in your position. you head back towards the ship to get the other gems. Let's see what Cherie, Lucelle, and Zashi are doing at the merchant district. If you guys are looking for a specific type of vendor, you can call out which one and make me a perception check.
Close
Uh,
vendor.
yeah. Can I just like find the one that the person told me about? Do I have to?
Yes. Do you remember the name?
Yeah, his name is Billy.
Yes. Ask for Billy. The the stone spindle. Yes.
No, it was the spindler's needle. That's it was a needle. I knew there was a needle in it.
Okay. Spindler's needle. You and accompanied by Cherie make your way over. You can see this is a larger walk-in tent that has several displays of clothes and the latest fashion hanging from coat racks and hangers spaced throughout this larger area. And there are maybe 6 or 7 different attendants walking around, some of them with customers, some of them standing behind a counter, and a few standing off to the side watching. And one of them, a younger halfling man, will perk up and approach the two of you. Hi, my name's Erlin. How can I help you today?
Oh no, it's Erlin.
Oh, Zinni's with them too, or Lucelle's with them as well.
Okay. Feel free to move yourselves on the map so you're at the market district.
God damn, I always seem to find one of you somewhere.
What?
Nothing. We're looking for some clothes.
Oh, you came to the right place. What kind of clothes are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for some blue robes.
Of course. And what style of cut are you looking for? The latest in artificing fashion?
No, I'm looking for just like an A-line robe that buttons in the front.
I see. May I direct you over here? And he points you towards a section that is uh, casters and cast-offs, robes for the discerning spell mage.
Nice one. That was a really good one, baby.
Where you can see cloaks and capes and robes in many different colors.
Hell yeah.
Some with this newfangled invention called a zipper.
No
Impossible.
way. Zashi would prefer buttons, thank you.
Classic.
Well, and also easily replaceable. Yeah, she'll just look at a pretty normal pair of blue robes. She just has always liked blue.
Okay. For a hardy blue set of robes that will resist the rigors of travel, you could pick that up for 2 gold. How can I help? Oh, sorry. Okay. How can I help the other two of you? As Zashi wanders over in that direction.
I was wondering if you had any darker color, purple or a deep green.
Of course. Same section if you're looking for robes.
Looking for something a little more. But I think there.
If you're looking for our intimate section, that's in the back. I'm not allowed in there.
Give that consideration when I am alone.
Of course. Perhaps you'd like to visit our bargain bin section. And he points to a large metal bin that is filled with clothing near the entrance.
I mean, she's gonna go for it.
Okay.
Sort through and find some nice dark blue, purples.
Sure. They are more common clothing, but this whole any items from this bin are only 5 silver.
Oh hell yeah! Going home with some outfits. I'm gonna actually thinking about it. What color? Well, what color are Pansifer's eyes when she usually is her, hidden self, not her normal
Hazel.
hazel? Go with a nice dark blue and usually maybe black or dark brown.
Okay.
Maybe a dresses. Just for her. Kind of like size guessing her.
Okay. I also I could direct you towards the latest in halfling fashion, though if you're looking for something in your size, you might be better off heading down to the campsite. You can get a lot of handmade clothing there. Talking to you,
Ooh,
Lucelle.
that sounds great. Thank you.
Of course. Always gotta look out for a fellow halfling.
Zinni smiles at the halfling boy.
Is there anything I can help you with right now?
I mean, I guess, do you have any fancy sundresses?
Of course. Our finery section is right over here, and he'll lead you over towards the summer line of fine clothing. These pieces retail for 15 gold.
Oh, I'm unfortunately not that wealthy yet. Maybe another time. I'm sorry.
No worries. You can always dig through the bargain bin. We also have more costumey get-ups as well as hardy traveler's wear.
Nah, I'm okay with that. I would like to get one of those dresses eventually. I will see if the captain can spare some money for me to get one later.
Oh, you have a captain? Are you in the military?
Not quite.
Oh, are you from a ship?
Yes.
Oh, what ship do you sail on?
Um. Oh, the captain isn't here, so I shouldn't be talking too much about it because we need to
Oh, is it a
protect our.
secret? Are you on a secret mission? It's okay, you can tell me.
I'm sorry,
I
sweetie.
promise to keep it.
I can't speak. I can't speak.
Wow. That's some serious loyalty. I didn't know that there were halflings that got drafted for secret missions. That's so cool. Well, please let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. And he'll turn and make his way over to the counter and begin emphatically talking clearly about you. And you hear the word secret several times loudly in the tent, and pointed fingers in your direction.
She chuckles like, "Oh well."
There aren't anything just so you know, Sheree, there isn't anything super fancy in the
Okay.
bargain bin. Okay,
Just tasteful, nothing like
sure.
super faded, but
If
still.
you do want, yeah. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, still properly colored and not overly fucking screaming out into the crowd just yet.
Okay. Yeah, if you do want a costume or something for performing, and that would be more like 5 gold. Okay. Well, you guys are all shopping. Zeke, you have time to make your way to the ship. A bored-looking Panaziver is sitting on the deck, on a stool, rocking back and forth, throwing knives at the mast. Zeke?
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes. My brain turned off for a second. Yes. I'll sort of
Come back to Panazipper.
hey, Zip. You hanging in there, all right?
Jaunty wave, thumbs up.
Good shit.
Well, I found a buyer for our gemstones and that. I just gotta make sure it's the right buyer. I'm gonna just pop down in the hole, grab our shit. You need anything from her?
She'll shake her head, walk over to the captain's quarters, open it, and show you that she moved the 3 boxes of valuable goods into her room so that she could keep, or the captain's quarters, which is her room for right now, so that she could keep a closer eye on it.
Okay, shit, thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll hand over what's left of the drink that I bought to her.
Oh, the whiskey bottle.
Yeah.
Okay. She'll
There you go.
gladly take it, disappear downstairs, come back up with a little bit of a dirty glass, sit back down down on her stool, pick up a knife and a glass of whiskey, set the bottle down next to her.
And I'll pocket the stones and then take the big one that's in the box.
Yeah, it's like packed in straw.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
you can
I'll
start making room
carry
up
it
the
along
merchant
with that.
district. Hell yeah. Okay, the three of you are coming out of your clothes shopping spree as Zeke makes his way back into the merchant district to share his plans with all of you.
Hey, folks. Looks like some of you got some new digs. Managed to get a decent enough price for the cereal white. Um, at least for the little ones. 75 each for the little fish size ones. I sold one to the snake looking fella just here. I'm just gonna take another look around, see if anyone has a better price for the rest of what we got. And if not, then I will go back to the snake man and sell it to him.
Fair enough. Could we look around and see if there'd be anyone interested in our piecemeal armor?
I said probably go blacksmith, but you do you.
I'll have a look around.
All right. And then I'll go to what was it, the something unicorn? The other jewel shop? Nate?
Yes, the Nate that I definitely still have. It was the something hand. Uh, um,
I thought it was the some. No, sorry, it was the. I thought it was the something unicorn.
no, that was the rain.
Oh,
The rainbow. Fuck, I've lost both names
Peaceful
already.
rainbow.
Yeah, the peaceful rainbow was the place that you went, which had all
yeah,
of the stones. The other place had already cut and made jewelry.
yeah.
It was this like it wasn't the word wasn't posh, but it essentially meant the same thing. The elegant hand, we'll say, is what I said.
Okay. Alrighty.
Elegant
In
palm,
which
was that what it
case,
was? Okay.
yeah. In which case, I'll go to the elegant palm. I will uh, find whoever is man in the stall. Excuse me.
You see a very broad red dragonborn man, puffing on his pipe, sitting behind the desk. He'll stand up. You can see a large sword belted at his waist. It's
Hey there,
fairly
man.
ornate. It has a gold handle.
That's a fancy ass weapon.
Engraved personally. What can I do you for?
Why?
Oh, this is handmade by myself.
I understand that, but I was actually wondering if you'd be interested in purchasing some rare gemstone.
How rare.
Pretty fucking rare. Uh, I deign not to show it to everyone here, but if you got a back room, I could let you have a little bit of an inspection there. Let me know what you think.
Sounds about good to me.
And I'll, yeah, follow him into, I guess, his tent or whatever it is, and pull out one of the fist-size cereal. Listen, here, only farms on the very bottom of the ocean. And I managed to find a spot where the bottom of the ocean was not at the bottom of the ocean. Trades my secret, you understand? And this stuff here is it's pretty neat. It glows, it chimes, it almost impossible to break. Good for magic shit.
Right. Well, if you don't mind, I'll take a moment. And he'll also pull out some jewelry tools, give it an inspection. You see, he also does some kind of heat test. He'll make his way to the back of his larger stall, which has wooden and stone walls near what looks like a very small forge that he lights himself with his own liquid fire and stokes for a few moments before bringing back a very hot oh fuck what are those tools that you use to measure the circumference? Calipers. A very hot pair of calipers which he uses to pick up and attempt to manipulate the stone with. Well, never worked with something like this before. It's a pretty piece. I'm not sure how I'd break it up to sell it or make it into something. Um,
You'd need some pretty hardy tools, potentially something magic. But goddamn, I can only imagine how many pretty swords you could buy if you were to make that into something.
he'll nod, keeping his gaze intently focused on the gem. How long are you in town for? I assume you're a trader of some kind
Yeah,
here to sell this.
not long though. I probably only one more day at most.
I'd be interested, but I'd have to shop around some of the nobles, see if they'd be into some glowing jewelry. It's not something I've sold before. I'd be more than willing to take it on if you were interested in a contract. I could pay you when you were next in town, or if you're willing to stay around for, say, 2 weeks.
And as tempting as that is, I
I'd be able to
first.
offer you a percentage of profits instead of just buying the stone from you. I promise it would give you a lot more than I'd be willing to offer today.
And how much do you think that would be, approximately?
Today, without knowing that I have a market for this, trying to give you a good deal, do a nice round 50.
I mean,
If
I
you
had
were,
someone for only
if you were,
75.
if you were here, well, almost all my pieces sell for 200 or more. I'd say 10% on any item made from this stone. Say
And
I
how
was
many
making
items?
something this size. He kind of hums and thinks to himself for a minute. Say if I sold them all, get you a nice 200 gold.
Alright. How about I give you one of these? And we'll do that contract. And then if I find some more, I'll come back to you. And hear things are going well. Maybe I'll give you a little more.
He'll nod. He pulls out what looks like a standard contract that he fills out with his and passes over for you to fill out your like merchant information, your
Yeah.
ship, as well as the projected date of payment. He's hoping to get you at least 200 gold. If he sells them for more, he will. If he doesn't sell
Hmm.
all the pieces, you are part of the contract states that you are able to take um, any pieces of unsold jewelry to make up the difference in money. But if he sells them for more, you're entitled to all that money, but none of the unsold
Yeah.
pieces. So you're not going to get less than 200 for this, but
Yeah.
that might be
And a
100
bit.
and like a necklace.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a note of that, and you should write down that you have that as well.
All right. Do I have a name for this guy?
You haven't asked? No.
Uh, is there, did he like write it on the contract or not?
Yes. Yeah. No, it is on the contract.
Yeah. So what is it?
It's Lirdas.
How do I spell that?
Like this.
Got it. Alrighty, noted. Appreciate that, friend. I will be back to see how that is going in maybe a couple weeks.
Pleasure.
Easy. Well, very well. And I will step back into the sneaky salesman's place.
Sure.
I will hand him the other fist-sized gemstone.
Ah, it is truly strange, this material.
Yeah, that's why I got it. Now, if you would give me that other 75, and then we
Uh,
can talk about the big one.
Yeah, he'll produce and pay for that.
And
So
then
you've
I'll
sold or bartered for
Yeah.
all three of the fist-sized stones.
and then I will take the box and sit it down and just make sure that the tin flap is closed, and then crack it open and push the lid off and lift it up and place it on the table, probably as it creaks.
You did not exaggerate. It is a sizable stone. And it is naturally formed. It is very smooth, more so than the others that you sold. Yeah, this one does have like a natural mirror shine to it, despite its like glowing interior.
As I said, it is quite the collectible and quite the valuable gemstone. I'm thinking 1,000 is a fair price for this.
1,000 may be what it is worth. But I must also think of my own business. I will offer you 500 for.
You're lowballing me, friend.
I am bartering with you, friend.
I'll do you 800.
6.
750.
712.
720.
712.
750.
Perhaps if I had a tool already in my possession, but I do not have the. What of
Alright,
this? I
how about
could sell you another piece of stone. Are you interested in the different varieties? I have several very well cut diamonds, perhaps, that I could
yeah, let me have a
supplement your
look at what
price
you
with.
got going.
Yeah, they would assure you that you can leave your stone in the tent and lead you back out to their stall. Open their one of the display cases again and show you several different diamonds that they have. There are several diamonds in the 300 GP range, which are all very, very well cut, clear white diamonds. And there are three 500 GP diamonds, two of which are red and one of which is black.
Tell you what, how about 700 and one of the smaller diamonds?
You would rob me, sir. I will
Trust me,
give
friend.
you
I ain't
450 and this, and he holds up one of the 300 GP diamonds, which is your 750.
500.
I cannot part with that much. You have gotten quite the deal from me already on your fist-sized stones.
So be it. 450. And, uh, actually, I don't think we have much use for that diamond. How about 700 and a couple nice little stones?
I think I can find something. He'll bag up 700 GP split into 4 different bags, and we'll also provide you with 3 10 GP precious stones, each a variety of emerald.
Thank you, kindly, friend. I
Of
shall
course,
keep you in mind for future business endeavors.
please do.
And I'll be interested to see what you make of them.
Uh, if I may ask, your figure is that of a warrior.
That
Would
it
you
is.
agree? Perhaps you would assist a local salesman with some issues he has been having.
That depends. You paying?
Of course.
How much? What's the job?
I am looking for the return of some stolen items. We have a bit of a recent uptick in crime. It is the reason I no longer leave my stall unattended. I have also had to shorten my hours, and it has got into my business. It is one of the reasons I cannot offer you more. If you could assure me that these brigands have been dealt with biblical sense, I would be in your debt. I would be willing to provide, say, another 200 gold.
I think that's amenable. Depends, though, on whether you got any leads, because I ain't around for much longer than a day.
I only
And
know what one of them looked like.
if you could give me that description, and perhaps what they nicked from you.
All right, they will describe a blonde-haired human, uh, uh, mid to late 20s, dressed in black, in a long black cloak with gray studded leather armor, uh, who and was seen wearing a lapel pin of a knife against a black background. The knife only a very slightly lighter shade of black.
Is that at all familiar to me?
Roll me a history.
Let's see. Uh, history.
You're not sure, but some of your compatriots might.
Yeah, all right. Is anyone else still around?
Uh, you have just been narrating this stuff. If you have been allowing everybody else to come with you, then they're with you, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to be, I just don't know how many folks went to the smithy. I know that Cherie did 'cause she put
Yes.
a token there, but I don't know
Yeah.
if anyone else did and just forgot to move the token.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So
Yeah, that was Zashi's next goal was to take the plate mail to the place after getting clothes.
okay. So you'll have to rendezvous with them to ask that information if you would like.
Alrighty, I will do that.
And he will describe a small chest filled with about 40 different precious stones that was stolen. Understand, I can only pay if all of the stones are returned. For each that I am not able to recoup, I will have to keep that value.
Understood. I'll see what I can do.
It has been a pleasure, Mr. Jasik.
It's been odd, but beneficial, Mr. Scalesman.
All right, as you go to meet up with your party and tell them of this quest that you've been offered and sell off your plate mail, I think that's where we're going to call today's session. Thank you guys all for playing. This has been a lot of fun with you guys, not on a fucking boat. Hell yeah.
GG.
We're free.
Good
Freedom
shit.
is great. It's sweet.
And we're next to the halfling district.
Let me
Look at all
just
them sexy halflings.
do a math.
So how much do we get paid for all that shit?
212
Sweet.
Oh, goddamn.
each.
Each?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. I think I will be going to go buy fucking show up.
Thank you for the session.
Yes, good session. Thank you for the game.
Yeah. Good shit.
Thank you all for playing. This is a lot of fun.
Thus the planning begins.
That was a Shaun of the Dead reference.
Alrighty then. Additionally, for excellent RP, everybody mark down 1,000 experience.
We're
Hell yeah.
legal citizens.
Yay!
Nobody knows the wiser.
Well, Lucelle's pseudonym is a legal citizen.
Hey, I never said that we were legal.
Honestly, I'm a little surprised that Zeke was considered a citizen beforehand, given where he grew up and the fact that he's an orphan.
You were a ward of the state, so you have like a public record that you would be able to
right.
tap into.
Yeah.
It's
And
actually
what-
because you were in that place that
Yeah.
they have you. If you were just like a private citizen who
Mhm.
just went straight from being a kid to being a pirate, it would be harder.
Yeah.
what was this town again? And what country? Sorry.
This is the Galar Stub.
So,
The
and
city's name is Musaclose.
legal citizen of Gallerstub. City dusk wallow.
Hope everybody had fun. I'm gonna go because I need to catch up on sleep and also do dishes.
Have a good night.
Have a good
You
one.
guys
Thanks again.
have. I will see y'all. Well, I'll see some of you tomorrow and Monday, and some of you next week.
That's
Tuesday.
right.
Tuesday.
Night.
Peace.
Hope y'all did have a good time. I cannot guarantee that next Elendril session will happen
That's
because
okay.
construction is happening that I am being a part of, so we'll see what happens with that. But I'll let you know.
Hope it goes well.
Yeah. Also, next
I'm picking up some ducks for my mother on Saturday.
Oh,
So we'll see what
hey!
happens. Yeah. Alrighty.
Have a good one.
Toodles.
Yeah. Thank you for games, y'all. Good shit.
Looking forward to the next one.
Yeah.
Friends, hate to love you, leave you, but I gotta make sure I'm ready for mutant.
Do we doing that? Catch you later.
Have you to say? To all you lovelies of the internet, I bid you good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Sweet dreams to those who are going to bed, and a very wonderful day for the rest of you who are continuing on your trek. I'll see you next time. Forward to it.